1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right. We appear to be streaming. No drop frames. 30 frames per second.
All right, chat room. Are we on?
I think everybody can use this. Yeah, might put on 15 seconds.
For 2 minutes. Wait for the chat room to tell me.
Oh yeah, to see if we're alive or not.
Yeah.
Hello, chat. Give us the sign.
Yep. No, they do.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're live.
All right, we're live.
Hey.
After some minor technical difficulties, which took half an hour to resolve.
Let me
Details.
actually pull up.
It's fine.
There we go.
Hey.
Now I can see us.
You might want to minimize that.
I am so tall in this chair.
I'm trying to move it so we can see the. So we can actually. There, okay.
There
now
we
I can
go.
see both the thing and the chat room.
All right. Do this actually. There we go. Here's my thumbs up.
It's me, Farad, Zach's arm. You guys want to come into? We're exhausted.
We are. Yes.
We've got Nash here as well.
Nash is standing behind me.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I could go another like 10 hours. Woo!
That's all the cocaine. That's yeah.
We're making movies like we
is
did
a
in the
Hollywood
80s.
picture.
Yeah. Xanadu rules. Ryan locked me into the writer's room at gunpoint.
It's true. I get the best work out of them like that.
No, worse, I wrote this movie in Detroit.
So
That's actually true.
So there's still guns involved.
Yeah. Spending time in Detroit would put the fear of God in you.
The city bears.
All right, so we should explain what we're doing here. This is if you guys were there for the 12-hour stream that we did, or the one that I did afterwards. We're taking donations so we can take care of some post-production work.
It's my fault. I had one too many horseshoes on set.
He took a piss on the boom mic.
Yeah, they listen. You know, when you gotta go,
You're here for
you
one
gotta
day, and
go.
you
Right, yeah.
fucking ruin
I
everything.
know.
So this is it's not linked to like an Indiegogo thing or anything like that. So if you want to donate to us, you can send it to our PayPal, which will be thecinemasnob@yahoo.com. And what we did last time, we could do this time too, where if you donate between $50 and $100, you can, I'll send you a message and we can promote anything you want. We can promote anything you want during the stream. If you send $100 or more, we'll bring you up on a call and you can ask us questions. And for anyone who does donate, we have an exclusive scene from the movie that will be private on YouTube, and we'll send out the video link to everyone who donated. We'll get to see a cut together scene from the movie that features our star Dave, Doug, and our buddy Trevor playing two characters named Ned and Stacy.
Oh, isn't Doug?
I did say Doug.
You
You
said
said
Doug,
Doug
yeah.
before I said
Like,
you.
you gotta say Doug twice. Yeah. Well, said Doug before me. Fuck you. Someone sent me like a thing, like a fan-made poster for this movie on Facebook the other day.
Yeah.
And it's just like Doug and Rob are like second listed on it, and I just want to be like, okay, listen, I know they got the name recognition and all, but Farad here's like in most of the
Yeah.
scenes.
I would say so, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it would be
second
like
most
me,
scenes.
Farad and Allison would have to be
Yeah,
the top.
Farad
Yeah.
and Allison, you get the top bill.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're
So
somewhere underneath the makeup design, I think.
yeah, we're just gonna shoot the shit for a little while.
Fuck it.
Actually,
I don't care.
if you
Already
guys,
paid me.
Okay, sorry.
if one of you guys wants to sit in for me for just a sec, I'm gonna put a link to the stream
Sure,
over
sure.
on Twitter.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, all right. Oh,
I'm doing it.
Who's taking it?
We're just looking at our
dicks.
dicks.
Right here.
There you go.
You got a laptop right here.
Hello, internet.
It's glorious
glorious return of the cinema slob. That's a joke that was only for 1 or 2 people in the audience. Farad included. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this live stream. We really appreciate all the support you've given the film so far.
We need more cocaine money.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Ryan's making us get up before noon. It's not cool. It does not fit into my lifestyle.
I was jet lagged. I was in California last week, flew home, and then immediately took a train down to Springfield. So I am wiped. I need the coke to stay awake, folks. It sure as shit isn't to lose the weight.
Hi, everybody.
I need to load up like the chat on my phone so I can see it better, because from this distance I can't see squat diddly.
Gotcha.
Oh
No.
Oh, come back, Nash.
No.
it's a wild Nash.
No. Why would Nash appear?
I get the 2 most support guys back in the
Super
frame.
effective.
Is 80s Dan in there? 80s Dan is there.
You've only missed like 30 seconds because we're late.
Is it on the Stone Gremlin?
And you know why we're late? Because Apple sucks! That's why we're late.
I mean,
It's because there's no headphone jack.
you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong.
Cocaine does work. It just depends on what you use it for.
It's because this shitty-ass Mac OS can't stream for fuck. That's why we're late.
Yeah.
Someone's asking. This is what my Vonnegut tattoo says. There.
Okay,
There
so
you go.
apparently I can't get the chat.
Yeah, the chat doesn't.
Yeah, you can't do it on your phone.
Which is just
No.
stupid. So fuck it.
I tried it on my iPad.
Again, Apple. Fucking Apple problems. You're right, Nash. The
God
devil.
damn it. Fucking Tim Cook. Fucking
Yeah.
Tim Cook.
Apples do suck bananas forever. That's right. Silence right here.
It's like we fucked Steve Jobs' corpse so much it fell apart. Now what do we do?
I'm going back to a reliable phone. The Galaxy Note 7. It reliably explodes.
That's
it's still
right.
reliable.
It's a point. It's true. I can't argue with that.
Guys, it's too early to talk about all of us fucking, okay? Let's raise the money we need for post, and then we'll talk about it.
Yes. You help us raise the money we need for post-production, and then we'll talk about all the fucking you want. There you go. We will play the... Well, I think we can do that on YouTube, come to think about it.
Someone's asking how the baby is small and loud. That is how the baby is.
A baby.
The loudest, small, and baby.
Yeah, it's fucking adorable, and I love it, but fuck, I wish it would shut up. My wife is watching this, by the way.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Caligula Bro, that might be the sequel there. You know, I'll tell you that's.
Yeah, Caligula, bro.
The Note 7 is the only phone to have in a survival situation. Well, yeah, because you could start a fire with it.
Yep.
No, you cannot know my baby's name. Fuck you people. No offense, but,
You
you know.
named your baby fuck you people? That's awesome!
It's going to be a real
That's
fun day,
surprising.
the first day of school. Okay, and I don't think I can say this name.
No, listen, guys, no offense, but, like, my child is 3 weeks old, and quite frankly, there's a reason I don't friend people on Facebook. It's not that there aren't plenty of lovely people out there. That's just Sarah and I both consider our private lives private, and that's just
And that is, you have absolutely every right to do that. You need to keep the private stuff private.
And
have...
we love doing this stuff, but, you know, we don't want to expose our kid to this stuff.
Yeah, not yet, anyway.
Now our dicks, we'll get those out and expose them all day long.
I figure she's got no memory yet, so.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that sounds about right. They're all seemingly understanding. That's good. Zach?
And also the Facebook thing is mostly really because I know a lot of you really hate me, and you don't need access to my mother.
What was it like meeting Johnny Carson? It was awesome. Granted, I was 3 at the time, but he was nice. He was funny. It was a good time. It's definitely one of the greatest memories of my life that I'll be able to carry in with the
Zach, did Ed McMahon stick his thumb up your ass too?
No, but Jonathan Winters had a 20 hanging out of his zipper.
Show us on the doll where the late night host
Right?
Any look on worst top 10? There's plenty on the worst top 10s of 2016.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
worry.
Keep it.
But I can probably say
Jesus.
without question that Hillary's America is going to be the top for everybody who saw it. So.
Scott.
Nothing But Trouble's a great movie. Why would he do a snob on that? Am I really? I am that fat.
No, I'm that fat.
No, I'm that fat.
I'm not fat.
We took this to a weird.
See,
Yeah, we did. We were a little Spartacus with this.
My only problem with this movie having a budget and us having professionals working on it is that it's really well lit and you can see my beer gut in every fucking scene.
Pretty much.
Meanwhile, I look like Farva's reject brother.
I love the random favorite Doritos.
Cool Ranch, they're the best.
Cool Ranch are in fact the best.
I like spicy nacho.
Spicy nacho.
And honestly, the best ones, I can't remember what they were actually called, but they came in a black bag and they were like black pepper and like Parmesan flavored or something. Those were
vaguely
amazing.
remember those, but Cool Ranch all the way.
Cool Ranch.
Oh, for the standards. Cool Ranches.
Yeah.
No one likes the taco flavor. I don't know
No
why they
one-
still
no.
fucking
That
sell
was
it.
like the first one. I remember when it came out.
Yeah, my mom passed those in the grocery store the other day. She's like, oh my god, I remember these when I was a kid.
Ryan can answer this question. Ryan, how far along in filming are we? Get your ass in here. Be a director.
Lean in, buddy, lean in.
You got it.
Move the camera.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We are
There you go.
today. We just finished day 6, and we have 2 more days left. Day 7, and then day 8 will be tomorrow, and then Sunday.
So, it's almost wrapped.
So yeah, we're more than halfway through. We've got tons of great stuff. Really, really funny gags. I mean, you know, we won't give all the gags away.
I can't wait for you guys to see some of the stuff we
so-
filmed today.
It's pretty awesome because I mean, we've basically gone full Looney Tunes,
Yeah, that's the best way to describe today's filming.
and it's everything I've ever wanted it to be.
We corrupted a minor.
We also corrupted a minor.
That's very true.
It's not the first time,
It's not the
Nash.
No,
first
it's
time.
not, definitely not.
It's not the first
Might
time.
be your first time.
I always remember my first time.
Do you expect the movie coming out next week? Sure, no problem. Yeah,
We'll get you
that's.
the rough.
We'll give you the rough cut.
It took me a while to find a link to this stream to put it on Twitter.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
wow, the YouTube stream is set up really confusing. It took me like 5 minutes to figure out what the link to this is.
I'm moving close to Roger Corman speeds. I like that one. Yeah, that's right. That's what
Ryan, they're asking you for tips on directing actors, and the biggest thing he usually says to me is, "Shut the fuck up, Gobble."
Yeah. That and act better.
Okay, so honest answer to tips on directing actors. I mean, really, like there's a lot of different theories on this with directors, and sometimes you get directors that pretend that God, there's a foot there. Sometimes you get
We're all
directors
family
that
here.
pretend that actors are the props that bleed. You know, they don't have opinions. They don't get to say anything. You sit them down. You move them where you say you look right here and you say the line exactly how it works. Now, I have the benefit of I'm working with my friends. I mean, these are my best friends. Brad and Dave are family to me.
I
more than
don't
they are
know
anything
you.
else. I just met Nash today. But
That's
still,
why you're sitting on the loner couch.
that's why you're over there.
You're
That's
on
why
the
I put you
shame
over there.
couch.
But no, it's-
Nash, the ceremony's after the live stream. Man.
So
Farad is sitting here like he's the roommate who has nothing to do with this, but it's too early to go to bed.
I'm tweeting out the link to the stream.
so no,
That's
but
why you're
but
the best
really,
roommate.
like the honest answer I can give to you.
Quiet on the set.
The director's talking.
No, yes, is I mean, you got to work. You got to have an idea of what you really want. You really need to envision it in your head of how things are supposed to be, and you really need to think about who it is you're working with. And when you want to try to get something different out of an actor, it's a respect thing. I mean, it really is respect. Because they're, even though they'll make fun and whatnot, they're artists and they're people who are trying to bring their own interpretation to the role of what they're doing. So you got to think about that, and you got to work with them. And if you get too mad at them or say, well, no, that's not what I want, you got to think, and you also got to change. I mean, a lot of things, when you play a movie in your head as a director, it will change. It'll change when you actually get it, to the actual actor. They'll do it in a different way, and you have to think about, is that going to work with your final vision? And if it's not, you got to kind of think, well, how do I get this out of them in a good way, and you come with suggestions. And I mean, Dave and I will talk all the time about, well, what do we do it like this, or maybe pull deeper from this, or this is what we're trying to go for here. And since I want Dave to be a collaborator, what's this?
The porno spoof Jesus Blow.
Jesus Blow coming later.
Literally.
So that's
Can't wait to film that one.
So that's kind of on that. So
Go take that. Go.
Yeah. So all right.
He got a call on his Dick Tracy watch. He's got to go.
Ryan is thousands of miles away from his family right now, so he's just like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
All right, like I said,
Ryan is cute, Matthew.
Yes.
Ryan's fucking adorable.
Ryan is adorable.
I've had the pleasure of grabbing his ass for 13 years, and I'll tell you, it's amazing.
They're well sculpted.
let me move this back a little bit so I can get.
I'm not getting fisted in anything anymore.
Jesus
Anymore.
Blow, the coming of Christ.
Well, you can.
Beautiful.
It's sort of like, nothing stays up
Of course,
there.
now I get like
You fart, it's silent.
Ryan, they all think you're cute.
They thought Brad was the director. No, Ryan is
No.
the director. Brad's the screenwriter.
All credit to Brad, but Ryan's much more talented.
Yes.
Brad tries to give me direction, I just punch him in the dick. Yeah, it doesn't go well.
Taking direction from Brad is, okay, buddy, what I want you to do now is go. I can't take you seriously. I cannot take you seriously in that voice, sir.
Look at Jesus Bro and look at Midnight Heat. You can tell who the better director is.
Someone wants to know if Ryan, are you still dating Carl Cox?
Is that Ryan?
I'd call that a big yes.
Apparently, I have better facial hair though. And yeah, there should be a description there underneath the video that has a link to our PayPal account on it. So between $50 and $99.
Please give deeply from the bottom of your wallet.
I'm sorry. What was the question about Carl Cox?
Are you still together?
Are we still together? Of course we are.
Except for you're both dead.
We're both dead, but
If you donate that, I'll send an email. We'll promote whatever you want during the stream. Send us $100 or more. We'll take your call. Anyone who donates gets to see an early clip of the movie that's been cut together.
yeah, we took a clip of the movie. I did a nice polish edit on it. I've also got it color corrected, so it looks really, really nice. We're using a very nice camera. It's actually the same camera that I've been working on a lot of the movies that I've been editing. A lot of Lifetime movies, movies for Hallmark Channel, movies
It's
for
oddly
Sci-Fi.
appropriate that this movie will be shot in the style of those movies with that equipment because
Absolutely,
it's
yeah.
perfect for the.
Yeah, it's the exact same equiment. A lot of the crew that I've also hired also works with me on some of those other movies. So we've got a top-notch crew.
So what you're saying
Great
is I need to
fellas.
move back to Los Angeles and be an actor again and
Yes,
get
you
my
do.
foot in the door with you.
Is
Yes, you do.
is
That's
Trident
right.
Guy
I
in
love
Jesus
this
Bro?
plan.
No.
Done deal, you're in.
All
They're
right.
asking if you're in the. Do you have a cameo in the
He's
movie?
gonna have a camera.
I will have a cameo in the movie. Yes, I will have a brief cameo. So I gotta have one. I don't know if it's me walking dogs in the park or trying to catch a bus or.
Very
Well, you were
Hitchcockian,
the
though.
Exactly. Yes.
You were the eyeball in Paranoia,
Right,
right?
yeah.
And you had a really big role in this.
Yes,
Yeah.
Santa Christ will be in the movie. We filmed all his shit yesterday.
Yep.
Can you talk about your cameo in the Seagal sniper movie?
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. So yes,
Bring it in.
one of the probably the most renowned movie I worked on recently was a movie called the final title was Sniper's Special Ops, starring one Steven Seagal
And A Van Dam.
and a Van Dam, not the one you're thinking of. Not the
Rob Van
This
Dam?
was Rob Van Dam. Yeah.
I love
So that was a movie I got to work on as the editor, and honestly, I think it was a fun movie to work on. It was fun to do a war movie. They used actual real weapons with blanks, so they actually had muzzle flashes and brass that got shot out. They shot it in the exact same place that they shot American Sniper.
And because, what you just said about the blanks and the explosive, it was actually looked far more realistic than American Sniper
It was
did.
actually a pretty passable war film because you also had for the bullet effects of them hitting near the actors, they had a paintball gun with dirt pellets, so it hit with dirt, which was pretty cool. But no, yeah, if you haven't seen it, which makes you like a person, it's starring Seagal, and he's this special forces sniper. Where's the audio? Is that?
You're fine. It's right there.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay.
Shout out to the buddies chanting ECW in chat. Good on you. Because Rob Van Dam.
That's yes, yeah, and he does this at one point in the movie. He totally does.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, he does. No, he does.
Trademark.
It's a signature thing. He totally does. Actually, he was really cool to work with. I will say this. I got to meet him a few times.
Ridge. No, we're not talking about Hacksaw Ridge.
No. So
Nobody's talking about Hacksaw Ridge.
no. So anyway, at one point, okay, he's a special forces sniper who gets stuck behind enemy lines, and because he's probably 400 pounds, is probably why he got stuck behind enemy lines.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Okay, but you're not trying to convince anybody that you're a special forces sniper.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, let's just put it this way. Anyway, so
I'm special, but not special forces.
Special forces. So anyway,
No.
So at one point he goes over and he picks up a radio and he calls back to headquarters and says, he needs to be extracted and got out. Originally was supposed to be somebody on the other end was the whoever's person at headquarters or whatever. So I just recorded a temporary track. We do that a lot. As the editor, so we can show it to the producers just so they know that there's something that's supposed to be there. Like I'll record a voice and put it in there. Well, I put in my temporary track, and I guess for whatever reason they either forgot about it or they thought it was good enough. So they kept it in there. So in the final movie, you have Seagal saying what does he say? He goes like, "This is Overwatch. I need pickup." And I'm like, and then I just the temp was just this is Beeline. Please confirm. He says, "This is Overwatch. I need to pick up." Copy that Beeline, and that's it. So there you go. So. Without even trying, I end up doing a voiceover cameo with Seagal. So,
Nice.
But
Matthew noticed it right away.
Right, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I was watching it with Matthew when he was in
that
town.
That was pretty fun. I mean, I think it was a pretty passable war film. They had $1 million budget, so it really wasn't a huge budget. You got 3 extended war sequences in it, and for the time I was cutting it, it was like playing with GI Joes. What's this?
Lloyd is not the godfather of my child.
Chloe is.
Sarah's brother is actually a godfather of her child.
Someone was asking us earlier if we're ever going to get around to seeing the Pure Flix Columbine movie.
Well, it didn't come to Springfield.
It didn't come to Springfield.
And Brad and I have talked about it. We're going to try and find a copy for after we're done.
We'll see.
Because we both want to see it. We both want to review
Somebody
it.
asked me about paranormal sex experiments, and I'm afraid
I don't do the snob. Brad does the snob.
Paranormal sex experiments.
Yeah, that was one of the bikini movies I edited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I worked really hard to get my name off of it, but clearly it didn't. It still doesn't.
Is that one of Fred Olin?
Well, yeah, the retro media put together. I mean, honestly, like I was trying to explain to these guys that doing an 8-day shoot, doing a feature film in 8 days is pretty darn good. Because Paranormal Sex Experiments was one of 3 that was shot all at the same time. There was Paranormal Sex Experiments, Cosmic Calendar Girls, and I think it was called Primal Pleasure Station. I think that's what the title of it was. Well,
Slow down, I can't type these fast.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
What do you think I put?
Oh, please, Zach, you starred in all 3. But there were 3 that were all shot at once. They shot 3 of them, 3 feature films because they're feature length in 6 days. So they were shooting 21 pages or more a day of these movies. Now, given the actors, only really got 1 take because it's not going to get much better than what you got. So that was an interesting experience. Let's just put it that way.
I like the guy that just types in titties. Not a question, not a response to anything, just titties.
I mean, hey,
Boobs, bro.
I didn't direct those, by the way. I edited those. I cannot take any responsibility for them other than I edited them.
One guy. I've jerked off to all of these.
Okay. The question about why we're actually doing this. Did the budget run out or is new expensive ideas? little bit of both.
Well, no, it's more adding additional ideas and trying to get us through what we're going to need to do with post.
We've been having fun coming up with new things, and quite honestly, we filmed some outside stuff, and we're going to have to do some post to cover up some background noise. And
we came up with a whole sequence on the fly today that required extra filming time and extra editing time for that matter. So it's just going to help fund the post-production costs. Yeah. And make sure that you guys get a great movie in a timely manner.
Correct.
Shooting audio outside is like trying to have a shout off with a vacuum cleaner.
He's very,
and we have a very talented sound guy working with us.
Right.
But there's only so much any person can physically do with a microphone. I mean, depends on what you want to physically do with that microphone.
What can you physically do with that microphone?
Hey-o.
Someone's asked a couple of times if the Rickhead was based on Josh Hadley. He's not. He's really not based on anyone in particular. He's just
he's based on an asshole troll. I mean, it's kind of a generic.
Not any particular troll or anything like that. He's just kind of like the Rickhead comes from a show we did called The Reviewers, and he was a frequent internet troll who popped up a few times to always yell at the main characters on that show.
Well, we show actual nice Christians. Actually, the movie's full of actual nice Christians. There's no mean Christians in our movie. There's just the Rickhead and a lot of people that aren't bad people.
We actually worked really hard on the script to make it. I mean, honestly, it's a religious movie. We've made a religious comedy, and it actually has a better message than a lot of these faith-based movies.
It's funny about poking
it's more along the lines of what Brad and I always say when we're reviewing those movies. It's who gives a shit what you believe as long as you're not a prick about it.
And it actually is a movie about humanity and hope and everything, but does so while parodying the tropes that we see in these movies, because you've seen midnight screenings. Dave and I have seen quite a few of these, at least a lot of the main ones. And seeing all of these movies after movie after movie, whether God's Not Dead, Old Fashioned, or all these, you quite easily pick up on them. You quite easily pick up on the tropes of all of these. So it was. A lot of people left comment. There's one midnight screenings where I can't remember which one it was, but it was one where at some point in there, we both say to each other, we should really do a parody of these. Yeah. That's where it came from.
And it's easy fodder. I mean, we take some low blows at those movies, but I don't think we take any low blows at Christianity at all.
No.
We really don't. I mean, maybe through the mouthpiece of the Rickhead, but at the same time, he's such a vile character that he's not looked on as this is anything that we actually believe. Mm-hmm. We're more commenting on the very angry internet atheist.
How these movies kind of stereotype that, not just atheism, but other things too. It plays with all of that.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're right. I would say it's very much what that character is saying, but the movie's actual message is not at all that. It's actually like I said, it's actually a very religious message. I mean, as crazy as it sounds coming from us,
I don't know that it's a religious message. I'd say it's a humanist message.
Yeah,
I'd say humanist and very spiritual. Sort of.
You could look at it. You could look at it all of those ways. Quite honestly,
it kind of plays into however you feel about it. If you're not a piece of shit, like all those assholes who voted for our president. Happy America. I haven't stopped drinking in days. Yeah. I'm a father. No, you know what? It was one of those moments. I literally sat there and went, "All right, I can deal with 4 years of this," and then went "Oh fuck, I have a daughter."
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do. Yeah.
Awkward.
So this is going to be like Dogma. We didn't have the budget for a shit demon.
So they got me.
I was going to say we got Doug. But
there are a couple of demons in the movie.
Yeah.
There are a couple of demons in the movie. There's one shot, and I won't give anything away, but there's one shot of the movie that if you're on Snapchat and you've been following that, you can see behind this that we shot with Allison yesterday in this red room, and it was like if you were to just look at this still shot, I mean it's beautiful looking, but if you were to just look at the still shot, it looks like we're making this like fucked up Dario Argento movie. It was crazy. It was great. Did you see Old Fashioned?
Yes. Jesus Christ.
Well, then you need to see Voiceless, because it's practically the same movie, only it's about abortion.
Oh.
It's like if Old Fashioned was shot like The Wire for some reason.
What?
Dead serious. Brian and I went to go see this.
Hardest setup on the shoot so far?
Me.
No, we've got such good crew that honestly everything's been. The setups have all been easy. The
We had
hardest.
some weird shit this morning, though, or this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the setup. That's just circumstances.
Yeah.
Are you talking? That guy on the bike?
Yeah, we had some guy on a bike who was, I mean, sometimes on a set, especially if you're shooting outside and it's like not a controlled road or something, you're at the mercy of whoever walks by. And most of the time, it's just people going, "Oh, shoot a movie, awesome, it's great." And we had that lady walk by when we were at the theater, and she's like, "Oh my God, y'all were shooting a movie! This is so cool." She asked what we were shooting. We go, a mayonnaise commercial. There's a Trump troll in there.
Hey.
Trump troll.
That's happened to us on more than one. Like there was a drunk or a meth head who showed up during the Cinema Snob movie. When we were doing Midnight Heat, there was a panhandler who wouldn't leave us alone.
Well, I mean, these sort of things happen on bigger budget movies, and actually on bigger budget movies, you actually have budgets. Like it's not an unspoken budget, but it's like you just pay them off. I mean. You've got a huge amount of money being spent to get all these people there and to shoot, and you're on a schedule. And if you got one person who's unbalanced or crazy or just a jerk, it's the easiest thing to do. Is like, here's $40, go away. I'm not even kidding. Like that's what we actually do on bigger budget movies. Is we do stuff like that.
So technically, someone could make a living
Just
interrupting
hassling
movie
movie
shoots.
I mean,
Trolls, you found your calling.
You found
Holy
a job.
shit!
It's what we do on bigger. I mean,
Oh my God, I'm a drunken asshole. I live in the wrong town. Brian, can I just come spend like a week at your house and make like $5,000?
Yeah, exactly.
Brian's house.
We got a little bit of it in the behind the scenes footage. For what day was this a shoot?
Day 6.
So for the day 6 on the.
I did not name my son after Trump. First of all, I didn't have a son. I have a daughter.
So her name's Ivanka.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, I noticed the police eventually showed up.
We did call the police because I mean the thing is the guy was dangerous.
And when you could tell when the police first showed up, the very first words out of his mouth was, "I wasn't doing nothing." Yeah. So he was a little experienced with the whole procedure.
Yeah.
No, I mean I didn't see what was happening because we had some kids on set, so I actually took the kids.
I
took the kids away. It was like, let's go for a walk. Let's go over and shoot like a scene like on the other side somewhere else, because I didn't want them. I mean, even best case scenario that like he just gets mad, and gets unruly. I was like, I don't want the kids anywhere near this. So I took all the kids off set. Moved him to another location, but I didn't really see what happened to him. I guess
the cops showed up and like they didn't take him to jail or anything.
They took him home, right?
Yeah, there's like, we're just taking him home.
That's great. I mean, but like the reason why he was dangerous was he was like riding his bike through traffic.
Yeah.
Like that, I mean,
a busy street.
He wasn't necessarily bothering us. It was just like he was riding his bike through traffic. So
it is pronounced Goebbels.
Girls?
Yes, it's a running joke whenever we do something like this. And it's like, so gobble? It's like, no, it's pronounced Goebbels.
Someone's asking if the movie's 4K.
Sure.
The camera. Yeah, you know what?
Does that sell it to you?
Yes.
4K. It's 4K.
Well, I mean, I guess if I can get into the tiny bit of technical, we're shooting on a camera that does shoot 4K, but no, actually we're recording to get technical, ProRes 422 HQ. And the reason we're doing that is for two reasons. One, the editor that we're using, it's really, really hard to just edit 4K footage. And two, our distribution method is either going to be web, which, you know, I mean, HD is already perfect for web anyway, or even Blu-ray. So, which again is HD. It is highly unlikely that we would find any type of distributor that would want in 4K.
Yeah.
So it basically means that we're saving, you know, twice the amount of space on our camera cards and on our hard drives by just shooting in what is effectively 2K, but it's ProRes HQ footage.
And let's be honest, none of you people watching even know what 4K means. So,
No, honestly, yeah.
And then even for those of you who do,
Nash, don't insult the audience. That's Dave's job.
for those of you who do know
Kinda
what
is.
4K is, and if you're people like me that like, if we got onto a big enough screen and got close enough, we could start maybe giving you the tiny bit of details of 4K. It's not a difference. I mean, and here's the other thing: is that the camera we would love to shoot on is a camera called the Arri Alexa, which is one of the best cameras. I mean, their movies are shot that win Oscars on the Arri Alexa. The Arri Alexa is only a 2K camera.
We're not winning an Oscar, by the way.
By the way, there's
Speak for yourself.
no. So it's like if you want to get like, you know, it has to be 4K. But I will tell you just a little anecdote from just somebody I know who's another cinematographer and director who makes horror movies. He was telling me a story about how he shot a movie, and he on the Canon 7D, which is, I mean, I have one of those, just little digital SLR cameras that shoot HD video. He shot the whole feature film on a Canon 7D, and when he, you know, a distributor or like producers asked him, they said, you know, we want this in 4K. We won't buy it unless it's 4K. Is it 4K? And he goes, yeah, it's 4K. And they go, great, and they buy it, and they're screening it. And of course, remember, it was shot in HD on a 7D. They're watching it, and the producers go, see, look how beautiful it is. That's why you shoot in 4K. So I mean, like as of right now, a lot of this stuff is still just buzzwords. You know, it's like, yes, 4K. I mean, it is a technical difference, but most of our consumption is on an HD screen, which is only, you know, 1080 anyway.
Right.
So, you know, we can shoot 4K, and actually, like the green screen stuff that we shot in 4K just to have more digital information, and like our slow motion stuff, we also shot in 4K. But for the most part, we're shooting 2K, we're shooting ProRes HQ. It's gonna look beautiful. It's gonna be tremendous.
You've been
It's gonna be
very
huge.
technical
It's gonna
now.
be huge.
Now you have to tell a dick joke.
Okay, so this guy goes to a $20 hooker and gets the crabs, and he goes back later. What? No. He goes back later to complain. And she says, hey, for $20, what the hell are you expecting, lobster? All right.
Our director, ladies and gentlemen.
If that doesn't make you want to donate, nothing will.
Lloyd is not the DP of this film.
He's the executive producer.
He said it.
He doesn't have thumbs.
He is for the sequel. I thought it would be funny if
I like how people are getting upset that we haven't responded to their questions. Like, you know how many questions are going fucking by?
Yeah. They're asking us about like
I can't even see. Yeah, from here.
Who's the?
a bunch of us if we're gonna do a midnight screenings of Almost Christmas, which I think came out over the weekend.
We're kind of busy
Yeah.
right now. This is taking up most of our
Do
time.
you want a movie or do you want a midnight screening?
Because the way we're doing this too is we're actually shooting like real union hours because we have some pros on set. So we're on set at 6 in the fucking morning. And for me and Brad, that's different.
You're not the only ones.
Brad doesn't have a real job, and I'm a stay-at-home dad technically. So
real job, Dave.
You have a real job.
No, I have a real job. What are you talking about?
I mean, I was originally planning on still doing midnight screenings while the shoot's going, but like we're all exhausted at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All we want to do is just go home and sleep. So basically, when the movie wraps, I'll be spending a week like going to see
To be
going
honest,
to see
you
them.
could probably just bullshit some stuff, and it would sound like you saw it.
It probably.
This poor baby Dave and Brad have to wake up at regular people hours. Well, you know what? Tell you what. Fuck you, sucker. No, really. Go to your real job. Fuck you. It's really nice being self-employed.
You know what happens in regular people hours? You meet
Jack
regular people.
Yeah.
Fucking hell! Who wants to do that?
And if I was used to getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'd be used to getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Honestly, I really don't. I typically get up anywhere between like 9 or 10. It's not like I sleep till like 2 in
How
the
much do we
afternoon
need?
every day.
We'll take as much as we can get.
Mm-mm.
We don't need like 10 grand.
No.
But the more we can raise, the more we can raise tonight. Honestly, it's good. Like honestly, our quality is so good that we're not used to it. Ryan might be used to it, but
Put it
we're
this way,
not
do you
used
have
to
a
it.
healthy white child?
They're worth money.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, if anybody wanted to know after the last live stream, my baby is white. And it's mine. I just thought I'd throw it out there. It was a running joke last time. Baby's white. It looks like me, which is a sad thing for her. But I know it's mine.
I don't know when there's gonna be someone's asking when the dance and it's on. Snozz. I don't know. Like probably sometime next year.
Any drunk Brian stories? Not lately.
Yeah, no, not the most recent one I can think of. I think it was the New Year's Eve party, maybe a year or so ago. And when it got to be really, 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 really late, we decided to I don't know. We were playing like beer pong with like whiskey or something. I can't remember. But anyway, one of the
She doesn't have a unibrow.
one of the cups. We snook some of the hot sauce that's called like hottest sauce in the universe. We snook some of that in one of them, and Brian got it in there, but Brian didn't know that was there. So Brian, very drunk, picks it up, downs it, and just goes, "Oh, why is it so spicy?" It just goes on to something else. And then the next day, he came over because I think Letty left like her purse over here or something. So Brian came over. We go in the room and all the beer pong shit was still in there. So Brian says, "When did we play beer pong?" Like 4 a.m. or something, man. You don't remember? I was like, "You drank the thing of hot sauce. It was in one of the cups." Brian pauses and he goes, "That explains so much." The poor guy had the hungover fire shits all morning. I had no idea why.
The hungover fire shits. My Aquabats cover band.
I don't know when I've been getting asked a lot when Shot on Chitio is going to be released. It'll be after Jesus Bro. It'll be after Jesus Bro is released. Jesus Bro is the much better movie. I'll tell you that right now.
Can you still donate after the stream? Yeah, we'll take the money.
absolutely. Our PayPal address is thecinemasnob@yahoo.com, and again, $50 to $99. We'll promote whatever you want on the stream. $100 or more, you can call in and ask us a question. Anybody who donates is going to get an early link to an exclusive clip from the movie.
Can I see the clip?
What? Yeah. Oh yeah. You just got to donate, man. Crap! Someone's asking us disco or punk.
What?
Someone goes disco or punk. I'm like, Dave and I have very different answers on that.
Yes. I'm gonna say punk.
I'm gonna say disco.
And I'll give Brad credit. Over the years, he's warmed up to punk, and I've only learned to hate disco more.
No, actually, I do like punk music. I do, but disco it truly is one of my favorite genres. My favorite band's the Bee Gees. Like, of course, I love disco.
How much can you donate? As much as you want.
Yeah, exactly. As much as you want without going into debt.
Shut the fuck up!
Let's be honest. We're not going to live to pay off any debt.
I'm not happy about the whiskey and plastic either, but I didn't need a full pint. I just wanted a half pint, and I like Jim Beam.
We just delicious.
Can we have disco punk? Yeah, Blondie.
I was just gonna say. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've got Caligula on vinyl. I definitely know it does. Oh, yeah. The Caligula vinyl does have a disco version of the theme song.
Favorite weird thing that happened.
This is a question I actually. This is a question I like. What's everybody's favorite Coen Brothers movie?
Lebowski.
Big Lebowski.
Yeah, it's gotta be Lebowski.
It's an easy answer,
That is
but
an
like
easy answer.
Honestly, Miller's Crossing.
aside from
I
Big
love
Lebowski,
Miller's
Raising Arizona.
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
my second one there.
Yeah,
Coen Brothers made A Serious Man, right?
yeah.
I'll go with that one.
Miller's Crossing. That opening scene with the hat is just
Over the
fucking
Rock,
awesome.
that was.
What the fuck was that? I love the movie. Don't get me wrong, but just all that.
Excluding Lebowski, I have to say, Oh Brother Where Art Thou was really good too.
Have they made a bad movie? That's
Lady Killers.
I liked Lady Killers.
I haven't
alright.
seen Lady Killers.
I wasn't that much into Intolerable Cruelty.
Yeah.
Not that I thought it was bad.
I was
just didn't-
so sold on the man who wasn't there till the last scene, and then I was like,
Oh.
"What the fuck are you guys doing?" But
I
it was still a good movie.
Yeah, I remember liking that one fine. I never really had any inkling to see it again
That sucker
necessarily.
proxy of that magical realism thing. That was weird.
But that was of the era.
Yeah.
It was very much of the era.
I forgot
Oh,
about
I did really like Burn After Reading.
Yeah.
I thought that one was a lot of fun.
I didn't really enjoy it the first time I saw it because I didn't think I was expecting the tone of it, and then the second time I watched it, I really enjoyed Burn After Reading.
Someone's asking if I'm going to review the Cinema Snob movie as the snob.
How
I don't
hard
know.
would it
That's
be to
so
make a
meta.
parody of shitty musicals?
You know what would be really funny about me doing a review of a snob episode on the Cinema Snob movie is you could legitimately comment and say, Nostalgia Critic did it. It's true. He did do an episode on it.
Right. Okay, here's a favorite Kubrick.
Oh, 2001. Yeah.
The Shining.
Yeah, Shining.
Full Metal.
That's a great fucking movie.
Barry fucking Lyndon.
I love Barry Lyndon.
Although
Hell, I love Eyes Wide Shut. A lot of people hate that, but
I love
it.
Eyes Wide Shut for reasons not pertaining to its.
I'm gonna
film.
say Dr. Strangelove.
yeah.
I don't know if you could count Eyes Wide Shut really as a Kubrick movie because other people had so much creative input after he was dead.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean,
But everything's still there.
yeah. I
It was
mean,
still shot by him.
it still looks like a Kubrick
And he
film.
still drove the actors to complete breakdown.
Yeah.
Did Kubrick do Spice World?
Should have.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
He totally should have.
He also did Cool
Paths of
Runs,
Glory
Cool Runs.
is pretty great. So is The Killing.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love Kubrick.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely 2001 is my all-time favorite movie.
Did we donate to Jake's Kickstarter?
I sent it a virus. Not really.
No. No. Ben, that's the last Jake question we'll answer tonight because it's fucking pointless.
Who doesn't want to answer Jake Busey questions?
Well, the president's his dad now. Oh wait, no, that's one of the Trump boys. I'm sorry. He looks like if Jake Busey got hit with a stick.
You're on the list now, Dave.
Yeah.
Fuck it, fine. I want to be on that list.
Now we're all on that list.
Damn straight.
Are there perks?
Perks.
Zach will show you his dick.
Some call that a perk. Some call it torture.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure actually it's against the Geneva Convention for me to do that.
It wasn't a Kickstarter.
I promise to
either.
tell
It was
you,
like
if we
a
hit
GoFundMe or
$2,000
something.
tonight, I will truffle shuffle.
There you go.
Nolan or Sam Raimi? I love a Sam Raimi movie, but I gotta say Nolan's more consistent.
Yeah.
Like I think Sam, like if I had to say like, whose movies do I love more? For the most part, Sam Raimi, but Nolan is definitely more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Raimi knows how to get a little out of get a lot out of
Yeah.
a little.
Right.
Yeah.
But Nolan can just he
Yeah.
feasts for the eyes.
Well, and when Sam Raimi's on, he's fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Spider-Man 2.
have you seen a bad Nolan film yet? Like I can understand people
Were we
not
just talking
liking
about
some
this
of
earlier?
the
I can see if Nolan film I didn't like, but
Yeah.
I haven't yet seen
Not
a
one
bad
that's
looking.
bad.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen a bad looking Nolan.
I didn't like Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to call it a bad
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure, yeah.
Any love? I have all the love in the world for Memento, except for that bullshit DVD from like 20 years ago that
Oh,
you couldn't access
God.
anything.
Yeah, the
Do you remember
memories
that?
on that were awful.
The DVD, that 2-disc DVD from
The
Memento,
special edition Memento
that was,
DVD.
they made it
Yeah.
impossible to navigate.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That
Holy
was one of
shit.
the first
Darkman is not a fucking joke.
Darkman is actually really, really good.
I love
Darkman 3, Die Darkman Die. Now that's a fucking joke.
Yeah, but that was the saving grace of that is Jeff Fahey plays the bad guy.
Redo Sadistic Bitch? Well, let's get this movie out. Let's get Shot on Shitio out, and
Yeah.
then we'll talk about Sadistic Bitch.
I always
I
thought
think
We've
the perfect
talked about
follow-up-
Sadistic Bitch a lot.
Yeah, I think a perfect follow-up to a religious feel-good movie would be, you know, a torture porn.
Favorite Bible
Yeah.
story? The loaves and the fishes.
You do love you some loaves and fishes.
It's my favorite thing from the
It is
Bible.
yeah.
Because those two words together are just beautiful.
Loaves and fishes?
Oh,
Yeah.
come
I'm gonna
on,
check
Job.
the PayPal.
Job, you have God and the devil being an absolute dick to one dude.
Are we gonna do this again with the live stream? We're just gonna answer favorite questions. I mean, it's easy, but it gets boring.
It's easy money.
Favorite Italian director? No.
No.
Favorite Goldweight movie?
Goldweight?
Bobcat.
Goldthwait. Shanks the Clown.
Scrooged. I don't know. Scrooge.
Scrooge is
Scrooge is a good. Hot to
Honestly,
Hot to try.
what is it? World's Best Dad? You ever see that
Is that
one?
the one he did with
It's
Robin Williams?
Robin Williams,
Yeah.
and Robin Williams' son dies from auto asphyxiation. So Robin Williams like writes a fake suicide note for his son to like not be embarrassed about it. It's an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Which worked.
Hindsight
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
2020
it's,
on
it's,
that
it's
one.
an amazing movie.
Jesus.
It's one of those movies that if it weren't so fucked up, Robin Williams probably should have gotten an Oscar for it. He was
Yeah.
that good in it.
Yeah.
Like
When I
Mel
was
Gibson
growing
in The
up.
Beaver, which Mel Gibson should have been nominated for The Beaver because he was amazing in that movie.
I need to see that movie.
That movie's fucking amazing,
Nice.
and it's depressing.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I like when like big actors do shit that you don't expect them to do, especially like weird dark shit like World's Best Dad or The Beaver. Like when Will Ferrell did Stranger Than Fiction or Everything Must Go. Was that the other one that's really dark? Like those are both great movies.
Mm-hmm. People are just naming random movies. Yes, we saw
Yeah.
Bushwhack. Thank you.
Yes.
Bushwhack.
Least favorite Mel. Let's stop doing this. Come on, guys.
Yeah, no
Let's talk about
favorites
some
here.
real shit.
This is not a convention.
Any new TV shows? Speechless and The Good Place are both excellent.
Good Place is fantastic.
I'm loving Westworld.
I need to watch that.
I'm digging Designated Survivor.
Yes, we want to hear stories about your cat.
Too bad we can't hear you, or else.
Hey, Brad, who's your favorite buttercreamer?
Oh, jeez.
What? My favorite buttercreamer? The dude who the bad kid, the one
Brian's
who
not
turned
here.
into a gang member.
Yeah.
With Brian or Ryan?
Which?
Brian.
You said Brian?
Brian?
Brian.
Brian isn't.
Brian's not here, man.
Brian is in the movie.
I'll be the fake
If
chef
we could have any
Brian
creator of
tonight.
a Christian movie make a cameo, David
David
A.R.
A.R.
White.
White. Yeah.
There's
I
no fucking question.
definitely. I did I think I've talked about this before. I did reach out to Carmen. We've shown you.
God,
the
that
videos,
I-
right?
People have requested on Radio Dead Air the fucking Carmen videos.
You gotta watch
Thank
them, man.
you son of a bitch!
Satan bite the dust.
Jesus Christ.
Ain't no monsters in my house. It was actually like I did send Carmen. I told you about this, right?
Yeah.
I did send because I did send Carmen's management an email. I honestly really didn't think I'd hear back, but then I did, and I had a brief conversation with his manager, and it was actually pretty close, but it didn't go along with like his touring schedule. But they said to like keep him in mind for future movies.
Oh, we will. We will. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
That would be me. Yeah.
Why did I what? Why did I disable anonymous asks on Tumblr? Because you gotta grow a pair and come out from under your pussy sheet and say it to my face. We need more questions. There's so much silence right now.
Yeah. I don't want any more favorite questions. This is not a convention.
There.
Any what?
That help?
We could have taken the camera upstairs and Dave ripping ass. Any just crap, this is a question. Is there any comics anyone's reading?
No.
Seeing a lot of comics on stage.
That's a Dave question.
The Boom Studios.
Any
Mighty
comic
Morphin Power
books you're
Rangers
reading
comic
right
series
now?
is really
Comic
good.
books I'm reading right now. Honestly, anything Ed Brubaker writes. Saga, I think, is the best comic book on the market right now.
Yes.
Saga's
Yes, thank you.
amazing.
I'm exclusively Saga and Wicked and Divine. That's it.
Yeah,
All I'm reading right now.
Like, honestly, like, I have the Marvel Unlimited subscription. I can't afford comics on a weekly basis anymore. It's too fucking
Who can?
expensive.
Yeah.
But I had, like, the past year of Marvel, besides, like, Doctor Strange is a great book, but the rest of it I tuned out. I gave up on DC after the New 52, except for a couple books, and then people moved on. But, yeah, anymore, it's just anything that sticks out is usually an indie book.
Yeah,
They're self-published.
It's Image, it's Dark Horse,
Yeah.
it's Boom, it's Dynamite.
Yeah. Like I said, I've really been enjoying the Boom Studios.
And I will always publicly pimp the work of Timothy Bradstreet.
Yeah.
Give him money. Give him so much money.
I used to hang out
He
with
buys
that
me
motherfucker.
things.
I used to hang out with that motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah.
He married my sister.
Get the fuck out.
Do you know my sister as well, Mac?
No, this is back in the Atlanta days. Dragon Con and shit.
Yeah.
The White Wolf.
Tim's my brother.
Shit.
Yeah.
Small goddamn world. Yeah, I was used to hang out at their White Wolf Studios, knew a bunch of people around there, hung out with them, met him, hung out with him a couple times. It's a good deal.
He'll be here next month.
Yeah, he's a great
See
dude.
that son of a bitch.
He'll be home for Christmas.
It's been at least a decade.
Well, he's from Bloomington. I mean,
It's been at least a fucking decade.
He called me a Vietnam shooting him in the back motherfucker.
when
one
we
time.
were like 10.
No, we were like 18.
Yeah.
We were playing GoldenEye, and I'm a
Holy-
bastard at playing that game.
Holy crap, that's a small world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to do all the World of Darkness stuff.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of his stuff. Yeah, jeez.
He's I think soon he's putting together another book, and I think it's just going to be Vampire the Masquerade portfolio.
Cool. Nice. Wow.
Hmm.
Oh, God, that was a decade. Oh, Jesus, I'm old.
Yeah. So am I.
Jesus.
Welcome.
So am I.
Yeah, there's
Because I can't imagine we're much different in age. If
40.
At all. Yeah, we're 7 years apart.
That's
That's not much.
Anymore.
Well, consider how old Bradstreet is,
Mm,
and that he's my brother.
yeah.
Like, I was raised with older people. So.
Will we ever visit Ohio?
Not again.
We used to do a lot of.
You did.
We used to do a lot of cons in Ohio.
The problem with Ohio cons is something bad always
The
happens.
problem is the drive.
The
Like, for me
drive
anyway.
wasn't that bad. And it's just something bad always happens. Someone's car would break down, or we'd be in a dry county, and I'd have
Well,
to
that's
like,
true, yeah.
I'd have to go to fucking like Kentucky to buy liquor. Fuck that shit.
I didn't even think. Like, I get.
I'm not passing the bottle. It's fucking mine. Seriously, this is the first time after like 6 o'clock I have not been holding a screaming child in the past 3 weeks.
Usually his own, but sometimes others.
Who are you, Mr. Lincoln?
Please, a kiss of my baby, Senor Dave. The fuck are you?
Brad's not Italian.
I'm not Italian. I'm like Scots Irish.
Jesus, bro, in theaters. Sure, why not?
Sure.
That'd be sweet.
Are we gonna do a theatrical screening of this?
Yeah, we're gonna do some screenings. I mean, we have some connections with a handful of companies. that we're going to try to get this thing to. I mean, it's always,
Nice.
it's always to try and get it to.
Mhm.
If we can, I mean, it works like this. I mean, we need, to be able to finish it and do it the right way. If we have a really good product, we can get it to distributors.
Mhm.
And that's where we're at. Well, so far, we have been putting together a phenomenal product.
Yeah.
With the funds that you guys have already given us, we have done amazing things.
Distributed by PureFlix. Only if they don't watch it first.
If they don't watch it first, yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about this. We were like, should we just for shits and giggles submit this to
Yes!
Netflix? There's something so right about the fact that the biggest budgeted movie we've ever done is a Rickhead movie. It just seems right.
I love that we waited for, a movie where I'm the lead, and we waited for me to get fat. We missed my prime by a couple years. Like, we waited for me to get fucking fat to do this
Dave,
shit.
look at it this way. Next to me, you are fucking a hunk. All right.
I don't see it, but I mean, because I think you're a beautiful man.
You guys have which Punisher movie do you guys like the best?
Warzone.
Yeah.
Warzone's a lot of fun.
You know what?
Really looking forward to
Give me
Netflix show.
I have seen
Give me the Thomas Jane one, but cut out the neighbors
Yeah.
and add the tone of Warzone.
Mm.
Or give me Warzone and give me a different villain. Like,
The one-
it's hard to fucking
Punishers.
Dirty Laundry. Dirty Laundry.
That's
is the best
Dirty
one.
That's
Laundry is
fantastic.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was what Thomas Jane just sort of was that out of pocket or
It was the same guy who did like that same weird produce. It's the guy who produced Dread.
Oh, Alex
Oh.
Garland?
No. Avi Shankar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, something like that.
Honestly, the one I've seen the most is probably the Dolph Lundgren one.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not saying it's a good adaptation, but
But
I
it's
love
a
that movie.
fantastic 80s action movie.
I love that movie.
That's honestly one of the first action movies I ever remember watching.
When we were watching that movie, we didn't realize we were watching a Punisher movie. Like,
I know.
Well, not because, like, we didn't start, like, it happened to be on TV that
Ah.
night, so we caught it, like, maybe halfway through. This was, like, grade school. And we were like, I don't know what this is, but it's fun. This crazy geisha lady's great.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when he has that little, like, monologue and, like, Lou Gossett's on the roof, like, Frank! And then it's the ending credit that just says The Punisher, and both of us went, The Punish? That was The Punish?
No other Punisher movie has that much of Dolph Lundgren's ass. So.
That's the final shot of the movie. I think it's the opening shot.
Patrick's assistant directing skills? Well, isn't he like a line producer? What the fuck?
What,
No.
Patrick?
Yeah. Oh, he's first AD.
He's
isn't
first AD, yeah. Patrick's our
he?
first
He
AD.
does have some mad skills. He
He's got
does.
mad skills,
He was
yeah.
doing handstands while we were trying to fucking film today.
That's
but
true.
All first ADs must be able to do handstands.
Yeah, it's true.
It's in the contract.
You can see him in the behind-the-scenes footage. Well, this hasn't been made
Posted,
live yet.
yeah.
This one hasn't been. It's day 3. There's some behind-the-scenes footage of that, and there's one part where the scene is like basically like a parody of both like the dinner scene from Do You Believe and also God's Not Dead. Mainly Do You Believe, where there was the scene where Sean Astin was having dinner with his wife and he was scoffing at like the praying family at the table next to him. We kind of do that, but in this, like, the sight of it makes Rickhead so sick, he just grabs the wine bucket. He's on a date, by the way. He grabs the wine bucket and just throws up in it, and you can see it. You can see behind the scenes, Patrick is in the background as one of the extras, and he just has his hand just over his face because
Cracking up.
it was the gargle one that we did. I think it was like the last one, like because
Yeah.
we wanted one where it sounded like Dave was like gargle puking, and and Allison is, oh my word.
Yeah.
Tamara comes running up like, my God, sir, are you okay?
Thoughts on Leonard Cohen? As bad as this week has been, Leonard Cohen dying was the worst part.
Yeah.
Mm.
But we still have Tom Waits and Nick Cave, so we're all right. for
Shut
time
up! You're
Don't
jinx us!
Don't give 2016 any more ideas.
That's what happened on. That's what happened on Double Toasted when David Bowie passed away. Dude on there goes like, "Well, what's next, Prince?" or something like that.
It's like a serial
Favorite
killer.
gun?
2016 is a serial killer.
Only
Yeah.
two of us can
That's
answer that question.
What is it?
Favorite gun.
Favorite gun.
Gun.
James Gunn.
I'll allow it. Yep, James Gunn.
Honestly, I've got a little 22 Magnum repeating rifle that I think is just the funnest toy in the fucking world. But
I've got an NES Zapper.
yes.
I got an Atari XC light gun. Yes.
Okay, guys, we got a phone call.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Who are we talking to?
We are talking to Jeffrey Spur. If I can,
Right.
let's bring him up on speaker.
Welcome.
Okay, there, it's letting me talk.
You know, I should have just. You should use my. my little speaker here too, so I can be a little bit louder. That's right. We'll do that later.
All right.
We'll call him back.
2016's death toll was like 80s Bill Zabka.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, is this Jeffrey?
Yeah,
Hey, man, you're on the live stream with us. How you doing?
Woo!
I'm doing good.
Sorry if we sound really tired.
Okay.
You got a question for us?
Yeah, I have a question for Brad.
I'm Brad.
Earlier in the year, I sent you a Blu-ray of The Raid 2. I'm wondering if you've opened it, if you've watched it.
Yeah, I have actually, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for sending that to me. I did like that weekend after I got
No
it.
one sends me shit.
Make a wish list.
I just keep getting envelopes of white powder.
That's the cocaine.
By the way,
Free cocaine, man. I mean, you know. Thank you so much for sending that to me, dude. Do you have a
No problem.
Do you have a copy of it yourself?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you have a copy of it yourself?
No, I don't.
He's like, I hate that movie. I just wanted to send it to you to get rid of it.
Actually, I've been waiting all this time for you to send it back.
I saw that you posted there was a tweet you posted saying that you were having a really hard weekend, and so I felt kind of bad for you, so I sent you the Blu-ray.
Lots and lots of raid style killing can always put me in a better mood. Thank you so much, man. Seriously, and thanks for the donation.
Yes, thank you for your donation.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Do I get any other questions?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Dave,
Yeah.
it says on IMDb that the worst movie you've ever seen is The Medea Christmas. Is that true?
You know what? At the time, that was the movie that enraged me the most, but no, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen. Technically, I've seen movies that are much worse. Like Hillary's America topped, I think, about everything, but like on technical aspects, like Oogie Loves, shit like that's so much worse.
Saving Christmas was
Saving
on
Christmas.
technical.
Honestly, Tyler Perry's Temptation was worse than Medea Christmas. Like
Medea Halloween is worse than Medea Christmas.
that was just like the end of a year of a shitstorm of terrible movies.
Yeah.
And I don't know who put that on there. I don't know who put anything on my IMDb page.
I don't know. I don't know who updates them. Do you have any other questions?
Oh, Jeffrey.
I'm wondering, because I know you guys are busy with Jesus Bro. I've requested that Brad review Dangerous Men for the Cinema Snob.
Actually, yes, because that's coming up. That's coming up really soon because on our Patreon, there's one of the perks on Patreon where it's fan submissions where you can you can request one, and one of them, I think it's for the $100 one. One of them was for A Dangerous Man. So I do have that coming up very, very soon. Within the next couple of weeks.
Okay, have you seen the movie?
No, not yet. I'm waiting until I do the episode.
He's
You're waiting on it's quite a movie.
So
I've heard.
Savor.
I've heard it's something special. Well,
All right, that's it for me.
thanks a million, man.
All right, no problem.
Take care.
Bye.
And if you want to come on a call with us, just donate $100 or more to our PayPal account, which is thecinemasnob@yahoo.com. If you donate between $50 and $99, you can promote. You send us a message back. You can promote whatever you want. We'll read it on the air. Anyone who donates, no matter how big or small it is, will get a link to a clip, to an exclusive clip from the movie. And that's something that's actually really new for us on this movie, is we have someone on set who's been
Editing as we go.
Yeah.
Or doing a rough cut.
doing like a rough assembly
This is a
cut.
question we should actually answer. Indiegogo backers, the perks will be distributed probably at the end of production. We want to get this stuff out of the way. You're definitely getting everything before everyone else. But
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Like the movie, there was a rewrite right before we started filming, so you'll get, if you were one of the people getting the script, you'll get the updated script.
Mm-hmm.
If you're one of the people getting a copy of the movie, I mean, obviously you gotta wait.
Honestly, it would be a cool perk if they got both versions, just to like.
That would be cool, but
Yeah.
fine, you pay for the paper.
No, it's emailed to them.
I know.
That's I've seen some like movie Indiegogos that have made that mistake where it's like on paper and like.
But that stuff's definitely coming, and we're definitely conscious of that. It's
The
we just want to get through production before.
the behind the scenes have been going out to contributors early, and also
The
on
Snapchat. We started that.
Yeah, the
Wednesday.
Snapchat as well. All the photos on the Snapchat, if you're in there,
It's the internet's Nash.
they're in the My Story section on the Snapchat.
Brad's grown a second head.
My good angel. I love
Favorite Marvel movie?
That's rough.
Of the Marvel Universe movies, maybe Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm gonna say Winter Soldier.
Mm-mm.
It's a hard question because none of them are. Like, there's definitely ones that are better than the others, but I don't think there's a single bad one yet.
No, not ones that I would say are bad.
Yeah.
Iron Man 3 wasn't that great.
I loved Iron
it.
Man 3.
Hulk wasn't horrible, but I don't think I'm going to watch it.
It doesn't stand up like the other ones. It's
Yeah.
the easiest to forget, I think.
I wasn't a fan of Dark World, but I didn't think it was bad.
Ash, will you ever cut your hair?
Are you kidding? It's the source of all his power.
He is Samson.
I haven't cut my hair since the 90s.
Not even a split end or anything? A trim up?
I'm sure you keep
Those
the
just
ends
fall
trimmed.
off.
Oh,
Those just
okay.
fall
Yeah, they
off.
do.
Look at that.
I'm
mane.
cheap.
Are there Whovians in the house?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I actually been rewatching Sarah and I started rewatching from from the Christopher Eccleston season. We started doing that the other day. It's a great way to kill time. Fuck Ryan.
Let Ryan. What do they want Ryan?
Let
to
Ryan
do?
go to bed.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
No.
No, I didn't. And in fact, I got something here for you folks.
Oh gosh.
Oh. Ryan's
Breaking news.
Breaking news here. All right, so here's what I got. As many of you are painfully aware, my mentor as a filmmaker is Anthony C. Ferrante, the director of the Sharknado movies. I was just on the phone with him. Yes, that's true. And he has offered, for the help of our fundraising purposes tonight, a special offer for our top 5 contributors today.
Oh.
Ooh, this sounds good.
For our top contributor during our stream, the person who gives us the most will get a signed copy of the 3-pack of the first 3 Sharknado movies, and a Blu-ray of the 4th Sharknado movie, including a signed mini poster for Sharknado 4, all personalized for you. The other 4 will also receive a personalized mini poster of Sharknado 4 signed by Anthony C. Ferrante.
Nice.
That's right.
Untouched by Tara Reid, so no worries of
Untouched by
disease.
Tara Reid, no reason.
No worries of any diseases of any
Yeah.
kind.
So,
I mean, that's actually pretty fucking sweet.
it's
that's-
pretty awesome.
Is Anthony
I'm
watching
sad I
this
only-
shit?
So Anthony was telling me, so I was telling him about this, and he says, "Well, here, listen, for a chance for the viewers and to help us out, that's what we're going to do. Is we've got that's our offer for our top 5. So
That's a classy fucking move.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Let's give it up for Anthony.
So yeah, he's donating those things to us, so that way, and it's pretty cool. It's all you can get all 4 Sharknado movies, all signed by Anthony, personalized for you, whatever message you want on there, including on the poster. And then our other 4 will also get a mini poster for Sharknado 4.
He's been a tremendous amount of help to us, not just on this movie, but also the other movies we've done as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Anthony has been a great friend and mentor for me, and yes, he wants to help us out. So just throwing that out there for your folks. Please give, and we can give a little bit back.
Yes,
for that
there
as
are
well.
4 Sharknado.
And yes, there are 4, and there will be a 5th. It's going to be tremendous. It's going to be huge.
It'll be huge.
God, don't even. Just don't. It's too soon. It's too soon.
I mean, I want to scoot in and start reading things. Oof. All right, let's see here. Maybe Ryan should sit on the couch and Zach Lavoie should stand up. If I stand up, you will not see anything above my, this, because I am too tall. Was Zach in the film Parenthood by Ron Howard? Yes, I was. That is actually me. It's on my IMDb. People say, Jerry McGuire says, "Hi, Zach. Hey, show me the money." Just came back. Who's hippie Nick Kroll? I think they're talking about you. Let's see.
I'm just a person who wandered in off the street.
Yeah, we found him downtown. It's fine. Favorite Tarantino movie? God, it's probably Pulp Fiction. Where is Brad? Brad's taking care of business, quite literally. He will be back shortly. Thoughts on Kong Skull Island? I'll probably go see it.
Maybe a Trump cameo.
In Kong Skull Island, probably. Bring Brad back. Nash is homeless. He needs donations.
What am I going to play in the movie? A person?
It's a secret.
Yeah. I
Secret
played a person.
It's a secret to everybody.
No spoilers.
Tell Billy Ray to sing Achy Breaky Heart. Wow. They're going after you, man.
Good Lord, man.
Oh.
I mean, I don't even get the N-word thrown at me, but that's just hard. This.
Gary Johnson cameo. Sorry, he's off having an Aleppo moment.
Fuck Gary Johnson. Honestly, I wish more people had voted for him now, but
No.
well, libertarian.
Jeremy Mills says he loves Radio Dead Air.
Thank you.
Kudos. Which one of you is Fard? He's over there.
He's over there.
Farad.
I'm just off screen.
Oh, they spelled it right.
They did spell right, but my brain was like, that's not the right way to say it.
I've done that on set like 80 times.
Yeah.
I feel terrible every time because I've known him.
Yeah, because you're the first one who's done that.
Yeah.
At least in passing, I've known Farad for years.
Yeah. I've hung out with Farad at conventions.
Yes.
And I just goofed it up there.
What do I look like?
His future self.
I'm so sorry for you.
They think my name tag says LaVey. No, it's Lavoie, although I'm not entirely convinced I'm not related to Anton LaVey.
Don't you guys know this is a fucking movie star right
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Dr. JW says, what was your experience on that film, Zach? On this film or on Parenthood? Because,
Zach has been in the most legitimate movie that any of us will ever be involved with.
I mean,
Will, speak of yourself.
yeah, but I had to take my pants off, so what does that say?
Listen, at least you were paid for it. I do that shit for free.
Nah, that's fair enough. JT Henry wants to know, who's doing the music in Jesus Bro?
We haven't figured that out yet. We're
Depends on how much money you give us.
depends.
Yeah.
Depends on what we can
Give us
afford.
lots of money. We really want James Horner.
James Horner.
What was the band from God's Not Dead?
Because if we don't raise enough money tonight, it's gonna be me. And you don't want that.
It'll be me and a kazoo.
I found a slide whistle on set the other day.
That's right. We had a slide whistle.
There you go.
It could be all slide whistle.
Well, here's a fun one. Which one of us is least likely to be raptured?
Me.
Least likely, not most likely.
Oh, least likely.
Yeah, so probably Farad. I'd go with Farad.
Me, yeah. I'm named after two founders of the Nation of Islam. I have no chance.
Also, he's black. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go on record shaking my head on that one.
Fair.
Yeah.
We'll get on set tomorrow and be like, Ryan, why did you add that line to the script? You were shaking your head last night.
BT asks, is it possible to donate for a pre-order of the movie that were broke at the time of the Indiegogo campaign?
What was that?
BT wants to know if it's possible to donate now and get a pre-order of the movie. They were broke at the time of the Indiegogo campaign.
That would be kind of hard to keep track of at this
That'd
point.
be really hard to keep track of.
Yeah.
But just donate a couple bucks and then get a copy of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Send
donate a
Pure
couple
Flix
bucks
a
if
free
you can.
copy of Jesus,
and we'll
bro.
have the
That's
current
the
plan
plan.
is to have it be available, like through
Some kind of streaming rental.
some type of streaming rental. Is when it'll actually come out. So we're trying to keep it affordable.
But if you want to spend more money on a physical copy, that's okay with us.
So yes, we will also be making. We're going to try for Blu-ray this time because DVD is just kind of.
Yeah, we're even talking about doing that too. With how
the
like
quality
every
of what we're doing is too good. To just,
how every year we have like another snob DVD like on erotic fantasies and nudies, rudies, and crudies. We're just gonna start doing that on Blu-ray now.
Yeah.
Will there be a 3D release? No, I'm kidding.
3D
A
release?
3D
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
It's going to be the post-processing,
There-
that processing to make it all 3D.
There you
Absolutely.
go.
This is a
It's just gonna
3D
be
snob
one
episode.
scene.
I like that kind.
What's
Guys, it's been over an hour. Time for an orgy.
All right, lube up.
This is just the foreplay.
This will be the biggest collection of man tits you'll ever see.
Listen, I didn't wear my party animal shirt for nothing. All right. Jesus Bro 2 Electric Boogaloo, of course.
Of course.
Will there be a Smell-O-Vision version?
Listen, you don't need much to make your own. Just don't bathe for a couple days. And be willing to get some shit under your fingers.
And you're gonna want deer entrails handy.
That'll pretty much simulate the experience of
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Just have a piece of chicken around. Chicken's the other theme of the movie.
Yeah.
Food, yeah. There's a lot of food jokes that we have running around.
Specifically
always fun.
Chick-fil-A. Well, it's called something else in the movie. What is it called in the movie?
Oh, I forgot.
It's not Chick-fil-A. It's
No,
like
we couldn't.
Christ Chicken or
I
something
think I
like
called
that.
it Temple Chicken at one
Temple
point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if we actually ever say that though. I don't know.
Someone asked, would Ryan
alright.
edit a Marvel movie if asked?
Why the fuck would he?
No, he's not. He's not hurting for
No,
work.
serious answer is that I would. I mean, I'd love to work at that scale.
We need like.
But what's interesting is that at that scale, they usually have more than one editor working on it.
Yeah.
And actually, I mean, I would love to work on something like that. It would be great. Doing movies that had a little bit more action in them is exciting. It's really cool. I'd love to edit a Marvel movie. I'd love to just be on set for a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I think they do awesome stuff, and it'd be really cool to work on something like that. So, but I mean, they also have huge budgets, and now it's a different story. They do things where like we at this low budget, moving really fast. We have an 8-day shoot, so we'll shoot 9-10 pages in a day. A movie that's got $200 million budget, they might shoot half a page in a day, and they shoot for like 4 months.
Yeah.
And in that time, in one day, they will shoot, the same amount of footage that we might shoot, but it's all going to like a 30 seconds of a scene. And we're talking these huge action sequences. I mean, it'd be incredibly challenging as an editor because you're not just dealing with one or two takes, you're dealing with hundreds of takes, sometimes from multiple different angles.
And then all the background and pickups.
Oh, the background and pickups and visual effects. I mean, it'd be hugely complicated, but man, it'd be challenging. Yeah, it'd be really cool. So, if you work for Marvel and are hiring,
Mr. X is in there.
Yeah, X is in the chat. What's up, X?
Mr. X, nice.
A question for Brian.
Who's not here?
What's the question for Brian?
Brian, why'd you shave your beard?
Considering I'm the only one who doesn't have facial hair, I think they mean me.
Well, I don't know which beard to talk
Jarambi says, tell Farad he has a beautiful laugh.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not the first
It's
time
not
I've
the
heard
only
it.
thing about him that's beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking
my.
What's your line in the movie? Something about is something about. And then I sat here and just went.
You were laying down there saying ho ho ho, so I just responded with
This is after the Rickhead meets Santa Christ.
I love the fact that the script has beats in there where it tells you to laugh. You know, just
And it's just like H-E. When I sent you the script, you wrote back. The first thing you said was something like, oh, of course his name is Carlos.
Yes.
And then,
Unless you're Dominican.
And then,
there you go. Yes.
And then later on, you wrote back and said so it's basically Dr. Hibbert, right?
Earlier I saw Dr. JW again asking about Parenthood. I was 3. I really don't remember too much of it, but it was a good time.
Didn't you say you between takes you'd be playing Nintendo with
Keanu Reeves, yeah, we did that. We were filming down in Universal Studios, which was still just actually movie studios. It wasn't actually a theme park yet. And on one of the days, they took all the kids to what would eventually become the Nickelodeon Studios, and we got to go run around on the Double Dare set.
Nice.
Wow.
So I have
nice.
pictures of me on the Double Dare set, running in the hamster wheel and shit like that.
Still without his pants on.
Yeah. I was young, thin, and cute. Who wouldn't want to be pantsless?
We still want you pantsless.
Sir, I am not a dirty liar, and I resent that statement.
He's a fairly well showered liar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, I smell terrible.
I
haven't slept much.
Yeah. No sleep, no shower, no food. We're fine.
We're used to it.
That's you or something.
Diana asked, will there be a
good
Cinema
for
Snob
clean
Nash
all the
crossover? Somebody asked if there would be a Cinema Snob Nash crossover.
I got plenty of fantasy porno spoofs and.
Sure,
I'm down.
I'll come out here sometime for that. We already had you in one of my episodes.
Yes. Oh, I'm totally down. I'm totally down. Yeah, I can find.
Sure.
I got plenty of stuff over there. I have to think about which ones I was. First thing came to my head was oh, there was the Superman porno one. Wait, I already did that. I'm sure there's another one over there.
You know what? We
Yeah,
should,
I'm
if
100%
we raise enough
down.
money tonight, we should track down some of the old dirty Team Snob fan fiction and read it out loud.
Oh, Lord.
Some of it.
Jinx.
Video games with John
That's
Wick?
not what that word means.
Because I think literally at the end of one of them, I just show up to give Brad a ride home.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's hot. Scott, reserve all Ranger Command questions to the Ranger Command Twitter, because this is about Jesus, bro.
That's why we're talking about Kubrick for about 5 minutes. So.
Hey, it's tangentially related. My podcast has nothing to do with Jesus, bro. Twilight Zone or Outer Limits? Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah. If only for
That's
once.
not even a fucking question.
That's
I
not
know,
at
right?
all, yeah.
Outer
Sorry,
Limits or Night Gallery?
Oh.
Night Gallery.
Yeah, Night Gallery.
Yeah, right.
If anything, just for the Roddy McDowell one with the dead guy in the painting.
Oh yeah.
This portrait.
Oh
Yeah.
like make them hard questions, like Twilight Zone or Manimal.
Depends on my mood. Some days are Manimal days.
I like Jerry Maguire says, Ryan, blink twice if you're being held against your will.
We're really lousy kidnappers. We kidnapped him. We put him closest to the door.
We didn't even tie him up or anything.
We also put him in charge of the money.
We're the worst kidnappers ever.
I'm alive. I'm good.
Wow,
Cool.
Manimal or Tequila and Benetti.
As tired as the
Manimal.
rest of us are, Ryan's doing literally 3 jobs on this movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Tequila and Benetti. Oh, yeah, like as tired as I am when I get home, it's like I'm not gonna complain about it. I mean, my job on set's fairly is like the easiest one there. I'm shooting all the behind the scenes footage for it. My scene's getting shot. My scene for the movie is getting shot on Sunday. I'll just set the camera up on the fence to just film it.
It's tomorrow, Brad, but still.
What? My scene is Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh!
Surprise!
Right on, man. Cool.
We'll get it out of the way earlier then.
Well, it's good that call is 8 because then you can just drop me off at the train station on your way to go film.
Yeah.
Have a costume ready, yes.
I gotta get up early and go get a cardigan.
The eternal question: Mike or Joel?
You shut the fuck up and go away.
That's not a fair question.
It's
The
really
answer,
not.
Jonah Ray. No.
When is that coming
the,
out?
The Mike or Joel thing,
2017. Okay.
If there is.
Because
a
honestly, I
2017.
think
Yeah, good
I think
point.
I like Joel better, but the episodes with Mike are better. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's tough.
See,
Yeah.
I only watched the Mike episodes because I discovered the show late because I was just a kid. But I'm definitely more of a Mike than a Joel. I can appreciate Joel. Joel has a very different style of humor, but I prefer Mike
I
personally.
thought Joel had the better host segments.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I don't know. I mean, sometimes when because I usually have it on TV before I go to bed at night, and sometimes I'm in the mood for a Mike one, sometimes I'm in the mood for a more zen, relaxed Joel one.
Yeah.
I think Mike is a whole lot easier for most people to relate to as a character,
I'm surprised nobody's asked Riff Tractor Cinematic Titanic yet.
Yeah.
Any of us
Social
played
life.
FNAF? No, I don't think any of us have played FNAF.
I'll go to the Brad spot.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on
I
in.
will go to the bathroom.
Somebody has something relevant so we can talk some more.
Yeah,
What we got?
please.
I can't see all the questions. What we got here? Joel, he's not Italian.
Yeah, they're talking about.
Has anybody donated any more money yet? We're at like $50. Come on.
No, we have to be more than that because somebody called
telethon
in.
in
So.
history. Where's Jerry Lee Lewis?
Lady!
I don't want Jerry Lewis.
Nice.
I want Jerry Lee
Oh.
Lewis.
I missed the Lee. I missed the Lee.
It's not a telethon unless somebody fucks a 13-year-old.
Jesus.
She was his wife and his cousin.
It just keeps getting better.
It really does.
Thoughts on the new Ghostbusters? Was it accurate to the real struggle? I enjoyed it for what it is. It's a 2016 comedy of average equality. Like there were some parts I laughed. There were some parts I didn't. Of course, I am very fucking biased because I'm a Ghostbuster.
Oh, we talking
Ghostbusters.
to Ghost?
Yeah,
Ghostbusters?
people ask me about Ghostbusters because I've got my fucking
Let's
shit.
not talk about the new
front and
Ghostbusters.
center.
We want to make people happy and have them give us money.
Yeah. Favorite Universal Studios ride? Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, yeah.
Back to the Future. That was
Long
days, huh?
may he reign. And
The
rest in
one that
peace.
kind of looks like a dark, dimly lit janitor's closet. That's a ride.
Yeah.
Although my favorite experience in Universal Studios has to be when I attended the Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Wait. Who? Somebody literally just asked, "Have you ever fucked a football?"
No, the
The
answer
real
is
question is,
No.
have you? And why?
Gentlemen, this is fun, but I've got to get
Oh, Nash has gotta go. We gotta say goodbye to Nash.
I got a 2-hour drive. Stay with us. Never.
Forever.
Stay
Thanks,
with
man.
me.
So yeah,
Have a safe
European
trip
football or
back.
American
Give
football.
the money!
You heard the man.
I got a movie.
Listen,
Bradstreet, you said hi.
I've got a $9,000 a day Kinder Egg habit that needs to get filled. So
Good seeing you again, as always, sir.
Nash, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice pleasure to work with you. Yes, good. I'm happy, yes.
Moon 01. I'm familiar with Moon 02, but
No,
not Moon
welcome.
01.
Take care.
Come on, say something interesting, you dirty piece of shit.
I
I
saw.
was talking to you two.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hey now.
That's not. I love those two. I literally love everyone in this room. It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah?
Like, this is nice.
And you say that right after Nash left. That's nice.
I like it. Give it a week, and then maybe I'll love it.
There you go.
Yvette asks, "Is it over?" Nothing is over.
Makes you feel better, Ben. I love you the most.
Oh,
You're the second most.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. Absolutely.
Dylan, no, I don't think any of us have played Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't like being scared.
Lady,
No, but there's a young man in the movie whose Halloween costume was inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's. And I will say it's the most terrifying thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
It's amazing how these like little kids are really getting into the
They're
whole
really
Five Nights at
latching onto that franchise.
It's amazing.
insanely awesome.
Am I wearing astronaut pants? No.
You get to
Because
see-
your ass is out of this world.
That's right.
Yes.
We get to see the Rick Head as a little kid in the movie.
Yeah.
The little red
What games are you guys playing? I'm playing mostly Destiny and Overwatch.
I'm playing a whole bunch of VR games because I have both a Vive and an Oculus Rift. I am amped to my eyeballs in debt.
Yeah.
I was going to say, but worth it. Oh my god.
I'm just waiting for Red Dead Redemption 2 to come out.
There you go.
I'm just playing this live action role playing game where you change a lot of dirty diapers.
Yeah.
It
Also, I just
Chicago
right
Dirty
before the baby
Mixer
was born,
or
I was playing the new Modern Warfare.
Who's my main in Overwatch? My main is Junkrat.
The Modern Warfare.
Or if I'm
games
playing
too much,
Defense,
but that one's
Reinhardt.
Really fun.
I have been playing, just because I don't have a ton of time, free time, I'm still playing Fallout 4.
Okay.
Fallout 4 is such a good game.
It's a great game, and with the Nuka World expansion, I played a shit ton of it.
I haven't played it at all yet.
Oh yeah, it sucked all
Fallout
the time.
3 destroyed a year of my life.
Oh, dude, yeah, get ready. Fallout 4 is gonna destroy another one.
Fallout 4 is pretty awesome. I really like the game. Yeah, it's like they've wasted a lot of my life on that game.
Well, I just saw a question there. News radio versus Friends.
Friends.
News radio.
Friends.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Friends.
love
Radio.
News
I
Radio,
like
but
News
News
Radio.
Radio is fantastic.
News
Yeah.
Radio is great.
Yeah.
Friends is one of my
Sure.
favorite shows
Yeah.
ever. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Friends.
I also saw two questions from me. One of them was, "Am I excited about the new Star Wars movie?" Yes, I am. And the other one was, one was from Mr. X saying, "If you move to Chicago, would you be a minister of pants in the new administration?" You can be the minister of, you can be the secretary of pants now, because you don't have to be in Illinois to be in my administration. Just because I'm the president of Illinois doesn't mean anything here.
What position in your cabinet would I have?
Top shelf. Now,
Yes, I like it. I like it a
That
lot.
was a great speech.
This is why he's a stand-up comedian.
That's the boss.
right,
boss of
he's
Illinois.
the mayor of Illinois.
That's an interesting question. First movie you remember seeing?
Flight of the Navigator. First one I saw in the theaters. That was a
Fantasia
Heritage movie.
terrified me.
First movie I've ever seen.
E.T. maybe?
Probably.
Apparently the first movie I saw in the theater
Dog
was...
fucker.
That was way before
Made a
my
lot of
time.
sense, yeah.
Apparently it was Vacation. But I would have been way too younger.
The first one I can remember seeing is probably the Jetsons movie.
Oh, you poor
Really?
man.
Yeah, either that or it might have been Look Who's Talking 2. I don't know which
Ryan's
one
is
came
gonna
out
be,
first.
I want to hear what Ryan's is going
Well, there's two things. The first movie I was actually ever taken to, like physically gone to the movie theater, was Back to the Future.
Nice.
But I was in a stroller, so I don't really remember it. The first is the first movie I actually like physically was taken to. So I think that's what has set me on this path to be a filmmaker. Is that's where I was when I was,
your presence of greatness.
Exactly, yeah. The first one I actually remember seeing, God, it might have been like Fox and the Hound, like a Disney film.
I'm a hound dog.
You're a hound dog, yeah.
I just remember crying.
But
at that movie.
I think that's the first one I remember seeing. But I have a memory of going to see Die Hard.
Oh,
Really?
It was because
Nice.
my parents took my brother to it when he was at a birthday party.
Yeah.
And I'm the younger brother. So I guess, I don't know, I mean, it was back in the days when, like, here's a bunch of kids, let's go see a movie.
Oh shit, totally. Like,
You
I
could do that.
see tiny little toddler Ryan just waddling around his house. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I don't think I was a toddler. I was a kid, but like grade school kid. But like, yeah, I went to see it. I friggin' loved it. I mean, I loved that movie. Yeah. So
saw it when I was a kid too, but yeah, me and my dad would watch like RoboCop and stuff
yeah,
like that.
oh
like,
yeah,
as kids.
yeah. I mean, so that might be the first one I remember. I mean,
Yeah, I had the benefit of siblings. So,
right.
like, much older siblings, too. So
Yeah.
You also had the benefit of me showing you stuff that your
Yeah.
parents didn't want you to
Right,
watch.
yeah.
Well, it was shit. They never would have said anything, but it was just, yeah.
Yeah, good deal.
Mostly just more questions of like,
I can set up the speaker.
what
for
movie,
your
what
phone,
movies
but you
do
need
we
to
like?
record
And
it.
If need be.
Yeah, sure.
Midnight
sure.
Screaming for
Midnight Screen for what?
Arrival.
Oh, that's the one that came out Thursday. It'll be seen after the movie wraps.
we wrap on
We
Sunday.
are busy.
We wrap on Sunday.
We were taking a break from your regularly scheduled snob stuff to bring you Jesus Bro.
Yeah.
So as soon as production is wrapped on that, as far as principal photography is concerned, then we'll get back to stuff like midnight movies and regular snob reviews and things like that.
Yeah.
Anything planned for this stream, or is it Q&A? Mostly it's Q&A.
Okay,
Yeah.
somebody asked advice on filmmaking. I guess what type of advice are you looking for? Are you looking for
It's
like
a bit vague.
Honestly?
Well, I mean, like what is it? Is like, do you like how to get started, what to do? I mean, really, the best answer is that this is kind of a really exciting time for no budget filmmaking.
Yeah. Find a group of friends, come up with an idea, make your fucking movie.
And just shoot something, tell stories. I mean, it's such a cool time to be able to just tell stories. You've got an excellent opportunity to just do something and to play around with it. It used to be the case that to be able to be in a position where you get to make a movie, you had to go through all these channels to just get enough money to even try to do it.
Right.
But now you can use your phone and make something, and you get to make a lot of mistakes, and that's the beauty.
4K.
Yeah.
4K, yeah.
That's insane.
You get to make a lot of mistakes, which is what's so cool. Is that you can make all these little mistakes and learn. I mean, that's how so much we do is we learn through just mistakes. We try to do stuff and we screw something up, and it doesn't cost us millions of dollars. It costs us nothing. Most of our movies to this point have been like zero budget, and we just go out and we try to do stuff. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And so we've learned a lot over the years, and now that's why we're to the point that we can take $50,000 and we can hire a good crew,
and we can go to Tahiti.
We can go to TV, suckers. We can actually put something together. But we've had a lot of time to play with it, thanks to things like digital, cameras. And so
Or just, the other thing is just having no fear about just doing what you want to do.
right, yeah.
There's 100 movies we've made that no one will ever see because they're awful.
Right.
They're terrible.
I still
But the
want to see
fact
them.
is,
I don't care.
we made them because we wanted to. Because for us, it was fun, and that's years of practice.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
we're finally at a point where we raised some money thanks to you guys,
Right.
Yeah.
and we brought in some other people with some technical skills because the only one that could afford to go to college was Ryan.
And I'm up to my eyeballs in debt. So, but no, it's the kind of the other piece to like, if you want to be a filmmaker, and I mean like if you really want to be a filmmaker, so like that's all you want to do, it has to be all you think about. And let me kind of stress on this is that if you can do anything else with your life and be happy with it, I suggest you do it. and the reason I say that is because
life as an artist is an impossible thing.
It's impossible. It's really hard. It is a thankless task. It is brutal. I mean, we already talked about doing 6 a.m. call times and 12-hour days of shooting.
And that's not the worst part.
And that's not the worst part. I mean, it's a really hard job, and I only do it because I can't do anything else. I've tried. I've tried to do the real job.
That's why I act. I can't do anything else. I can only act.
It's like, and I know Brad's the same way. We're all kind of the same way in this room. It's all we think about.
Yeah.
All I think about is telling stories, and that's it.
All we want to do is entertain.
All we want to do is entertain.
All we
talk about movies. We think about movies. That's all we ever want to do. And it's like if you're good at anything else, do it, because this is all I can do. Like, I'm screwed. If I can't make movies, I'm done. I'm out. There's nothing else I can do because I've tried to do other things and I'm either not good at it or it just, I can't do it. This is it.
I've
I'm a
seen
filmmaker.
Ryan during his lunch break when he's been working a desk job, and it is not fun.
No, it's not pretty.
So Ryan's also seen me during my lunch break doing a desk job, and that was probably worse.
So my advice to you is that if you want to be a filmmaker, be it. Go all in. And know that it's going to be a very, very difficult task. But if it's really what you want to do, if it's everything about who you are and your passion, then you got to go for it. And you got to take the chances. You got to get your friends, get your real friends. Because that's another thing you learn real fast when you start trying to do stuff like this, is you have a lot of people who go, oh, you're making a movie? Cool, let me know when you're making a movie. And then push comes to shove, and you're like, cool, I needed 40 people for a big scene. And now all you people that have asked me to be in my damn movies, I've asked you to be there, and only 3 show up.
That was Tuesday.
That was Tuesday. Yeah. So
I had to work. I don't know.
Actually, it was Sunday.
Listen,
Sunday.
Sunday.
But my point is that you learn who your real friends are, and you it's just, it's a labor of love. It is a passion, and that's it. I don't make a lot of money doing this. We don't make a lot of money.
No.
Like, by comparison to some people who do it, but we still do it because we love it, and that's it. That's the best advice. As a filmmaker, I think I can give. Not study Godard, study the Lumiere brothers, study Kurosawa. Study those things. But the thing is that if you really think you want to be a filmmaker, you're probably already pretty familiar with those things anyway.
Yeah. Well, I want to go back a little bit to what you said about how it's when push comes to shove, you just have to want to do it. You have to want to. You have to live, breathe, and feel movies. I'll chat this story. I know you guys have all heard it 100 times this weekend. Last week, I was in California visiting a friend's for a wedding, and I got the call basically the day after I got home that said, hey, we need you in Springfield. And I said, yeah, sure, okay, I'm on the first train down. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. I didn't get really a chance to decompress from being jet lagged. I just all right, let's rock and roll. Woo! And so, that'll come out in my performance in the movie where I'm just like, jeez.
Oh, no, you're awesome.
No,
you're awesome. You're fantastic.
No,
he's hilarious. He's fantastic.
I'll admit, artistically, my focus is elsewhere from the filmmaking. I do my own thing on my own time, mostly just for me.
Because you're actually artistically talented in terms of art.
But the reason I've always loved doing these movies over the fucking 13 years we've been making stupid movies is, what better way is there to spend time with your friends?
Yeah, agreed.
These 2 gentlemen up front are friends, and no offense to these 2 gentlemen up front, but these 2 guys next to me, they're my fucking brothers.
Right?
What better way is there for me to
and that's
spend
only because
I
only come here once every 4
fucking around
years.
with my brothers and making something.
And here's the weird thing. I'm looking at this shot of all of us here together, huddled in the camera, and I'm just like, yeah, we look like a cast that loves each other. And it's true, we do. We absolutely do. Honestly, if I lived closer to the action, I would be in every single one of Brad's things ever.
Yeah.
If he said, hey, I'm filming a Cinema Snob episode, and I need you to run through the scene with, your pants on fire. Okay, sure. Load the gel up and let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Because nothing is more important to me than friends and family and entertaining people. And so getting to do that with these guys, these incredible guys who I have sitting beside me and behind me, it's fantastic. And I mean, you have such a great collective of different, I'm an actor, Farad's a stand-up comedian who acts as well and does improv. Dave does art, Ryan is our director, and Brad is a great writer and director and actor. So we all come together to form this collective, and honestly, I doubt there's anything we couldn't do as a team.
No, and that's the nice thing. We do have a varied skill set too that we've been able to utilize.
Right.
Because beyond the people that are here, we have Ed Glazer and his wife Megan.
Yeah.
They're providing amazing props, and beyond that, just Ed's general knowledge is invaluable to anything.
Ed's the type of guy that giving him only one task is really wasting him.
Yeah. And I want to amend my statement about the group here. There's also a whole group of people who are not here who add volumes to what it is we do.
Absolutely.
And if it wasn't for them, we would be putting out a subpar product.
Right.
But we have, like
And
you
we
said,
have.
Ed and Megan. And we absolutely have. Have you seen the Cinema Snob movie?
Ooh.
Hey,
Hey,
the
you were in it,
director's
so
right
yeah.
here.
Hey, if anybody's going to give that movie shit, it's me.
But seriously, if film is your passion, pursue it. Find like-minded people, either through film groups in school, or if you're out of school, local community theater groups. Of course, actors are always interested in stuff like that. Excuse me, I had heartburn from that pizza. But we love what we do, and we love what we do for you guys, and we love your reaction to what we do. We love your enthusiasm behind the project, and we really just enjoy presenting our best effort to you guys and having you enjoy it as much as we enjoy making it. So thank you guys for that.
Yeah, right.
Bravo.
Now please give us more money.
Otherwise, the ADR is just going to be like me and Ryan with a string.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a paper cup and just.
Now all the voices are going to be me.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
So,
You try to recreate this laugh.
I can't do the laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
And we have been doing it a long time. In 2017, I'll have been doing the Cinema Snob for 10 years.
Congratulations. There you go.
Damn.
Oh God, my legs are cramping up
It's
here.
a lot of movies.
That's better.
Man, in 2017, I'll have been drinking for 20 years.
Someone said they'd watch an all Ryan cut of Jesus, bro.
Honestly,
Someone said they'd watch an all Ryan cut of Jesus, bro.
I don't understand what that means.
So you playing every
Like,
character.
Oh, we play every single character.
You edit it,
Going-
you
going
shoot
total
it,
check
you
there.
direct
I
it.
play
Yeah.
every single character. Okay, all right. Challenge accepted.
Just
the
double
ideas
roll
I
the
had,
imagery shot.
I
Yeah.
never ran past Ryan because after we got schedules and professionals on set, I thought it would have been really, really funny to do an entirely different cut of the movie where everybody's still doing it. Everybody else's lines are completely the same, but only the Rickhead's just swearing like he does in the online videos. He's the only person in the universe that swears and just this, yeah.
There's a question from Brad from Lady Diskette. It says, Brad, will there be gay subtext in Jesus, bro, like there was in Faith of Our Fathers?
Just behind the scenes.
Yeah, just behind.
Most, yeah.
This is it, baby.
Come to think of it, this may be the least homoerotic movie I've ever written.
I mean, there's been some shit going on behind the camera.
Will there be a Jesus Bro Ultimate Edition with 30 extra minutes? Depends on how much we make on this live stream.
Yeah.
It takes care of plot holes, but damn, we couldn't get rid of that Jesse Eisenberg performance. Son of a bitch!
JT Henry says, what would the MPAA rating be for this
We're
movie?
going for a PG-13.
It would be a
Yeah.
PG-13.
It's written as such, and are we going to try and submit this actually for
Yeah,
rating?
we're gonna try to submit this for rating. I mean,
Wow.
it's again,
It's
because
a
of
real movie.
It's this is a legitimate movie.
Terribly acted, but real.
No, I mean, again, it's all about the level of quality of the product that we're actually
There we
making,
go.
and we're making a very high quality product. This is easily at the level, and frankly, at certain points surpasses
Mhm.
a lot of the movies that I've been working on lately, and those movies that are airing on Lifetime and Sci-Fi Channel, they might not specifically sound like a lot, but they have like 9-10 times the budget we do.
Keaton asks, hey, Farad, any advice in getting into stand-up?
Go to open mics. That's pretty much the only way. Start writing, keep writing, and then once you've written out jokes, see if you can edit them to be half as long, and then do it again, so that you have the minimum amount of words in order to convey the most amount of jokes. And then go over to open mics and just do it over and over and over again. It helps that if you're not in a city like New York or Los Angeles, because that's where all the big-time players are. You really want to start out either in your own hometown or maybe a smaller town like maybe San Francisco, but that may be a little bit too large as well. Chicago is definitely a good place in order to start. There's a Portland. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's great comedy scene there.
Austin. Yeah, definitely Austin.
I would love to live in Austin. Austin
Denver
has
is
a
a
ton
big
of
one,
stuff
too,
going on.
Going back real quick to the rating of the movie, the reason why it's written that way is that this movie it's parodying and mimicking the kinds of movies that would not be an R. It's we want it to feel like it's one of those movies, but it's parodying the tropes of it. And a movie like that wouldn't have the content in it that stuff like the Cinema Snob movie or Midnight Heat or Hooker with a Heart of Gold has.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, like I said early on in the stream, it is a religious movie. You know, and
in a weird way, we actually made a religious movie.
Like we actually made one, and honestly, that was my goal. And I think that parody, the best parody, is we make fun of them and make a better version of their thing.
Much like Airplane and Airport.
Airplane, absolutely, Airplane, or even like or like a Blazing Saddles or something. It's really good West. You know, I mean. Like, that's the goal with this. That was my goal from the very beginning, was I don't want to make one of their movies because their movies suck. So I wanted to make a good movie that makes fun of their movie. And really, like, honestly, we're doing that.
Yeah.
We're doing that.
What was really funny is because we're not used to making a movie like that. So remember when we were shooting with Sarah the other day? And just instinctively, some of us would, like, say, like, fuck a few times or something like that, and like Sarah did, and I think
I had to correct her a few times. I was like, Sarah, honey, we're not swearing in this movie.
This is the first time it's ever.
And I said for the very first time, we're not swearing in this movie. And she's like, really? I was like, yep.
I think like doesn't Santa Christ say like ho ho holy shit?
Yeah, well, you can get one or two of them in there. PG-13.
With PG-13, you can get. At most one.
Now the thing is though is that I'm also shooting alternate in that we don't there are alternate takes of the line where there are no curse words. And again, it's like because we're looking to try to get you guys this movie through distribution. You know, I mean, if we're lucky, we can. I mean, nothing's impossible like a Netflix or something like that. You know, those things aren't possible. It's really really hard, but it's possible. And you know. Giving them a product that doesn't have a lot of those things, it's a lot easier to sell. So we have alternates. Like if we keep it with kind of in the family with ourselves, and it's like only on certain streaming sites that we own, you know, maybe we can put in a lot more of the curse words or things like that. but it doesn't fit this movie. It doesn't fit the movie, but it's for the comedic timing. I mean, like when they do it, it's a comedic thing. So it's actually like you know, for a reason. So.
Seeing a lot of questions about. Would there be Jesus Bro merchandise? And then people are going on the whole Spaceballs shit.
Will there be merchandise? Honestly, it's one of those things that I know I've talked about for years. Is I would love to do. It's something that I've thought about doing for a living. I would like to start up like a. I don't know if anybody's familiar with what is the name of it? But I've thought about trying to start up like a store to do like. Screen prints and T-shirts and stuff for
like a Zazzle store or a cafe press.
It's similar, but just focus on the people we know.
Oh, okay.
And do things like that. It's something I thought that I would love to do, but it's one of those things that it takes startup money and stuff.
Yeah.
But
right now,
as far as merch for this, I mean, maybe at cons we'll have like posters or something.
Yeah,
but.
Right now we have a Zazzle account. It's like zazzle.com/thecinemasnob, and we'll be adding a lot of stuff to that. Right now you can get a Lloyd approved shirt.
Sweet.
Over on Zazzle. Where's my God? Gotta talk to Lloyd.
I'm not joking. I own the copyright to that image,
Adam the
Brad
Furious,
Jones.
have any of you ever played D&D or other tabletop games? Yes, absolutely. I've played Pathfinder, D&D,
It's in my
Mutants and
contract.
Masterminds, all those fun games.
It's in my contract.
Wow, we're moving fast again now.
We're
Yeah.
moving fast. Lots of questions.
But
People-
are they giving us money? If you don't give us money, fuck your question.
Again, people are asking, I guess they might be latecomers to the stream, about will we be doing any kind of release in terms of theatrical for Jesus Bro? We are going to certainly try. Just stay tuned on that, guys. I mean, we absolutely would love to be able to do some limited screenings.
And even if, it's one of those things for some of our other, projects before this, just for ourselves, we did a premiere.
Yeah,
and it would be
we did
nice
a-
to just do something like that.
Mhm.
The hardest part is that our director lives thousands of miles away.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing. Ryan ain't flying us to California.
No, I'm not flying you guys to California. I might fly myself back.
I'll fly myself to California.
So if we did do something, it would, at least immediately, it would be a Midwest thing.
Well,
Yeah.
we want to do like a premiere,
Yeah.
People are asking, maybe at a con. Would we do a screening at a con?
We would love to. We would
If
love to do a
cons
screening.
would let us do that,
That would be
great.
cool,
But
yeah.
the thing about doing that is to make it worth our time. Cons need to invite us.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's Brad is at the point where cons are starting to invite him. But if you guys want to see us at cons, to make it worth our time to get all of us there,
Yeah.
talk to your con organizers.
Yeah.
your
Talk to the
con
organizers,
and be
talk to the reps, tell them.
invite these people. Don't just invite the one person. Always invite Brad. But invite, tell them to invite the crew.
Yeah.
And we'll share hotel rooms. What's it fucking cost us?
Yeah, I will happily sleep on the hotel floor. I don't give a
Yeah.
damn.
There's at least a few we get invited to a year. Originally, I was going to be doing YomaCon, but it was
That took place during now.
Yeah.
We
It took
had
place
to
during
make
production
a
of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will there be a Drew Struzan type poster?
We've discussed concept. We have not discussed style.
Yeah, we've worked on. We have a couple concepts for our key art, so we think they're pretty fun.
Yeah.
So we can't wait to show you some
Yeah.
of them.
That'll honestly, that's gonna be a while.
Right. Yeah.
Ryan's got to tell me when it has to be done by. It'll be done by.
Friday.
You're fucked.
One point I did want to bring up is somebody mentioned, hey, for the newcomers to the stream, we have a fantastic little mini contest going on.
Yes.
And to talk more about it, here's Ryan.
Hey, so as was discussed before, my good friend and mentor is Anthony C. Ferrante, who is the director of the Sharknado movies, and he has offered for our top 5 contributors today. Our top contributor will get all 4 Sharknado movies, a copy of them. It's a 3-pack bundle, and then number 4. They will receive them all signed and personalized by Anthony C. Ferrante, in addition to a Sharknado 4 mini poster. And then our other 4 of the top 5 will each receive a signed and personalized, however you like it, Sharknado 4 mini poster signed by director Anthony C. Ferrante. So he wanted to offer those for us to kind of help us out today. He's been a big help and a big influence. He helped us in the development of this movie, of Jesus Bro. So it has a little touch of him in there as well. He's a big supporter of ours, and we're a big supporter of him. And he's been great for us. So that's an offer that we have for our for you right now.
For you, our top 5 donators
top
of
5
the
donators,
evening.
For this stream. So yeah, bring that out again. Yeah.
X says, damn, Zach, I think Brad should hire you as the guy who reminds folks why they come to the stream.
Why do you think he's here?
That's right. Yeah.
I'm the sex appeal.
That's right. That's right.
He's the sex appeal. Ryan's the tech guy. I tell dick jokes.
I'm the
Farad laughs.
Farad's the black guy who laughs, yeah.
And Brad's why people tune in.
That's right.
Yeah.
Still got roles. Jobs.
Yeah, I'm the Ed McMahon of this group, basically.
Yeah.
And don't forget, if you donate to our PayPal, which is thecinemasnob@yahoo.com, if you donate between $50 and $99,
We'll read anything you want us to read, promote whatever you want us to promote on the stream. $100 or more will bring you up on a phone call so you can ask us a question. And anyone who donates will get an early look at a cut together scene from the movie.
Please give us money.
Yeah.
ADR is not free.
It ain't free.
Yeah. And listen, I'm a diva. I require a lot of constant all right? This does not just happen by itself. But again, we just want to really thank everybody who's coming into the stream tonight, hanging out with us, listening to our stupid shit.
That's right, yeah.
That's all I got is stupid shit.
That's all we got.
God damn it, X.
Mr. X again.
This is look at him. You know you want him to whisper in your ear, if you donate $200, you can be either the gatekeeper or the keymaster. Fucking AX. This shit's hysterical.
Sorry, guys, I'm looking at porn on my phone.
I mean, hey,
Well,
I don't blame you.
I'm a busy man. I gotta get everything in.
It's a tight schedule. You gotta do what you gotta do.
JT Henry asks, how long are we planning to go tonight? As long as it fucking takes.
There you go. That's no problem. Probably until I have to go.
Until these two have to peace
Ryan and I
out.
have work to do. It's mostly on each other.
You know.
Busy night.
I demand a Cinema Snob and Rick Head crossover.
Honestly, I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Brad's
Yeah.
gonna run out of ideas.
Although, I mean,
Well, hell, he greenlit my crappy show for the 1 year it ran.
I would do a serious Rickhead show, like a weekly thing, but at the same time, it's just the humor would be gone real quick.
Yeah.
It's funnier when it's only very, very occasional.
Yeah.
Do you work all day on movies? Well, today we did.
Yeah. Call time this morning was at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, Farad has a real job. Zach, do you have a real job?
No, I do not.
All right, so Zach just watches porn and plays with himself. Ryan works on movies all day.
Yeah.
I am technically at the moment a stay-at-home dad, but when I'm not doing that, I'm a contractor, so no, I don't work on movies all day.
Yeah.
Brad he's Brad.
Brad's a cinema
You know what he does.
24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a full.
That's an interesting question. What movie do you like that most people hate?
Oh. 2001, no.
That's hard because every movie
It's
has
so
an audience.
yeah. You know, I hate to say it, but I have a soft spot in my heart for those god awful shitty Transformers movies.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're fired. I'm sorry.
And that's the end of my tenure.
Hey, you know what? I thought the fourth one was entertaining as hell.
I didn't see the fourth one. As soon as I saw the third one, I said, I'm done.
Dude, the simple switch of Shia LaBeouf for Mark Wahlberg made all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
And also adding Kelsey Grammer as the bad guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's appealing.
Plus, it added one of my favorite Transformers, Drift, so I am not at all put out. And he was my favorite car, Bugatti Veyron.
We did get a $100 subscriber.
Sweet! Somebody's about to join us on the live stream.
Let Brad get center here, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta wait for
Phone number.
yeah, I gotta wait for him to write me back. Okay, he wrote back.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Brad, get center.
Excuse me.
Sit down.
Ladies and
Hi
gentlemen,
there.
It's time for a drunk dial.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is John. We're going to bring John up on a call.
John Doe. Hey, John boy.
Oh, son of a bitch. I was 2 feet from the basket. What did I miss?
Oh, boy.
Hello.
Hi, is this John?
Yes, this is John.
Hey.
Is that your real name, John?
Hey guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, man.
One thing. So start off. Really enjoy your guys' work.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Also, I'm from Pennsylvania, so if you want to get any anger about recent events out at me, go ahead.
You son of a bitch!
Well, John, is it your fault?
That was days ago. No one's thinking about that anymore.
Okay, but so
It's all right, John. We still have bourbon.
What?
My 30-minute work route. I couldn't believe the number of signs for that man that I saw driving there. So that kind of explains how that happened.
Okay, one of the good ones, John.
You got a question for us?
Yes. So yeah. First question. Let's think here.
You're not prepared at all, John.
I think first of all, the most important question for everybody. Which one of you is getting the nude scene?
What's that?
Which one of us has the nude scene?
In this movie? Farad.
Yeah.
No, in this movie, there's no nude scenes. In the
It's
past,
PG-13.
Naked Santa Christ.
I mean, in general, I think as far as it comes to the nude scenes, I think in all of our stuff, Brad and I have had the least fear and the least amount of caring.
I've offered to go top.
But I have a family now, so I'm kind of like, no.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's completely understandable.
I might show my hams or just the balls.
Just some ham in his fridge.
Just some classy taint.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, real classy taint.
I'm trying to go for PG-13, so there's no nude scenes at all.
Unless it was,
some tasteful side boobs.
unless it's 70s or 80s PG.
I mean, let's be honest, I've got a
And another thing I was thinking about is, considering that as I think Dave mentioned that this is a real movie, but with just poor acting. Isn't that all the more reason you should be able to get PureFlix to agree to distribute it?
Technically true.
If you got the trailer right, I'm sure they'll accept it.
The acting in this movie is way better than in any PureFlix movie.
Thank you. I don't agree, but thanks, brother.
Oh, you've seen those movies too. You know it's
I know,
true.
and I've seen some of the cuts we have of our shit. I'm getting very self-conscious about this movie.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, you're great in it, dude.
You are phenomenal.
I really wish I had read the script.
Wait, there's a script for this? There's a script for this. Oh,
There's
we are
been a
so
script
fucked.
for months.
We're so
For
fucked.
days.
Okay. All right. So,
Oh shit,
so yeah,
that's still on the
just
phone.
I'm looking forward to your film. It'll be interesting to see how you guys approach this, and particularly approach these kinds of subject matter, especially in the current time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
Keep up the good work. Use my donation, quote unquote, wisely.
No problem.
Hookers and blow, hookers and blow. We're gonna get us some hookers and blow.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you, John.
man.
Thank you, John. You rock, man.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
so
one final
much.
thing I would like to just mention, I realize you are very busy, but I would very much suggest that you try to find some time to watch Arrival without spoiling too much. Let's just say it came out at exactly the right time.
I'll be seeing it. I'll be seeing
That
it once the
sounds
movie wraps.
foreboding as shit.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing all the the new movies next week.
I figured as much, but you guys do what you need to do.
Thank you. Thanks a million, man.
Thank you, John. We appreciate it, man.
Have a great night.
You're welcome.
No.
Thanks, Lloyd. Lloyd.
Come here, Lloyd.
Come on, Lloyd. The stream's gonna be Lloyd approved.
Lloyd,
Oh, there we go.
come here,
Come on,
buddy.
Lloyd. Come here, bud.
Who wants to see some cat balls?
Who wants to see some pussy?
Here's Big Lloyd.
There you go.
Come here,
He
buddy.
does not approve this movie. Lloyd's Catholic.
You want down, buddy? Or do you just want to sit up here? There you go. Aw.
Well, there you go.
Lloyd.
Some of the comments. There you go. That's
All
what-
the comments are
Everyone's
just
just Lloyd.
Hello, mascot.
No. That's a line in the movie, actually.
5 Men and a Cat, coming soon to ABC.
Directed by Leonard D. Boy.
A Miller Boy ad production.
Miller Boy, yeah, nice.
Someone asked Dave, Rickhead or Max Force?
Fuck, that's hard, man.
Mhm.
That's in the long run, I think the Rickhead's more fun to play. Because especially when we're doing just the stupid little videos, Brad's kind enough to let me like just riff a lot. Because a lot of those videos, I think, are really just Brad and I trying to make each other laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we crack.
Bloopers, yeah.
We crack up a lot making those.
And Max Force is fun to play, but there is no comedy in Max Force. But
It was a much darker movie.
But I get to beat Max Force again for the first time in 10 years very soon. So
Yeah, Max Force
as
is
soon as
in.
we're done with this, I gotta start growing the goatee back.
Max Force is in Shot on Shitty-O.
Just gonna film it all outside of Ryan's parents' house. It'll be fine.
Yeah, just call first. That's all.
Whoop, you went down? Oh no, he wants.
Oh yeah.
He's huge!
Huge.
Where you going, buddy?
He's gonna be huge.
Listen,
Listen, that's the hugest
This is
pussy
the most
I've
fun-
ever seen. And I've seen a lot of pussy, okay? This one's by far is tremendous. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab it.
Lloyd, this isn't the time to check your email. He's just laying down.
For me, it looked like he was teabagging the keyboard.
Come
He's just like, and drop balls.
Lloyd, get the fuck out of the way, man.
Oh yeah, that goes this. I can't even.
here, Bubba.
Oh, I know. Come here.
Brad's sweeter than that cat that he's been to anyone in his life.
He's my buddy.
I don't know. I thought last night was very tender.
Yeah.
Let's just put a little more fuel onto that fire.
And please, neither of you take this the wrong way, but I just love the mental image of Brad being the big spoon.
Well, of course. I'm in his movie. I know my place.
Well, okay, guys, if we raise $10,000 tonight, we'll get Brad and Zach to recreate the John Lennon Yoko Ono picture.
I didn't sign up for that. I only signed up for the truffle shuffle.
Lloyd, dude.
Lloyd, come here. He's huge. Lloyd, I'll put on your cartoon for you later, buddy. What's the matter, buddy?
Hey, guys,
Come
let's
here,
play a fun guessing game. There's 3 other members of Team Snob in the comments. Can you find them?
Oh my god. Well, we already know one is Sarah because you said so earlier.
I said she was watching. I didn't say she was right.
So then I assume then that she is.
Is Mr. X considered to be a team member of Team Snob? Or?
No, fuck that guy.
I didn't say it. I love that guy.
He's
He
got
bought
his
me.
own thing going.
He bought me.
True,
He
yeah.
bought me Overwatch. I love X. Come back down so I can start reading more comments. Lloyd shows us his asshole in 3, 2, 1.
It's not gonna be Lloyd.
Azure ATC says, am I in Team Snob? Not that we know of. They want more cat. You guys have had the maximum amount of cat that your current donation level will allow.
Yeah, you had more cat in that one scene that you did in the live stream that we did a few weeks ago. That was 12 hours long. So.
Oh god, I got heartburn like a wicked from that pizza. Oh.
Tell you, that's why I got the chicken wings.
Yep.
Not along the fact that I hate cheese.
How do you hate cheese? Cheese is the lifeblood of the universe.
I just don't like the way it tastes or smells or looks. So I don't know what to tell you.
Sir, we are truly exact opposites.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, look at this. Look at this. We are like mirror universe.
Pretty much. We're like a buddy cop movie.
That's the next movie you need to write, Brad. Me and Farad buddy cop movie. That would be fantastic.
Keaton wrote "Go Cubbies." Yeah,
Go Cubs.
I had the absolute pleasure of being out in front of Wrigley Field on Game 7. One thing that happened was that they didn't have a television set that showed the game, so we were all basing it off of the scoreboard up on the top. And it was about 15 seconds off. So we would hear like cheers from the bars across the street, and there was also one door where somebody was watching the game, like a whole bunch of people were watching the game from there, but it wasn't at the front. So
Yeah.
we were kind of screwed in that regard. But you know what? I don't care, because as soon as we saw the words Cubs win on that huge
I watched
nuts.
the live footage of it and just hearing the crowd erupt. I wish more than anything I could have been there. I was in California.
Oh yeah.
I was watching the game from a sushi bar, and just watching my team win the World Series was fantastic. Jacob Crawford says, Zach, Ecto Cooler versus Crystal Pepsi. Oh, shit. That is a hard question, sir. You are asking the tough question.
I'm gonna have to go for Crystal Pepsi myself, mainly because I didn't grow up drinking Ecto Cooler, so.
See, I grew up drinking both, so it's
Yeah.
like I can't really. Listen, I still have about 4 cases of Ecto Cooler stocked in my fridge, so I'm gonna go with Crystal Pepsi because I only have 1 bottle left, and I have been saving it for a special occasion, which, had I been thinking, would have been tonight.
Yeah.
Had I brought it, had I think to be like, oh, I'm gonna grab this bottle of Crystal Pepsi to take with me.
Looking forward to Dave Chappelle on SNL. If he shows up, yes.
Crystal Ecto Cooler. Now we're talking.
There you go.
Code Red or regular do, Livewire.
There you go. That's what I'm or like that watermelon flavor.
I never tried that.
Yeah, it looks like Baja Blast or something like
Oh,
that.
Baja Blast is pretty good too. I like the flavor that they came out with when they did the World of Warcraft cross promotion.
Oh, right.
The Horde
right.
flavor that was like orange cherry or like blood orange or some crazy shit like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, some weird. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get Doug and Nick Glazer into that orgy and it'll be explosive. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Somebody asked what was it like working with Doug on this movie. It was a blast. I'll tell you much right here.
Working with Doug is always fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when we did the Ghostbusters thing with him, that was he was just laughing. We had a good time.
Yeah, when I worked on Dragonboard and that section before the Wild Wild West review there. Yeah, I mean it's Oh, and also, of course, the infinitely lauded and and critical media darling Pop Quiz Hotshot.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah, that was no, it was a lot of fun to make. It was just.
Are we interested in the new NES?
No,
because I know how to emulate things.
That along with the fact I never grew up with the NES. I was an Atari man here, right? So I.
Yeah, well, you're also significantly older than I am.
No, I was into Atari in like 1989.
Okay, well, actually, I don't think I've ever asked. How old are you exactly?
I'm
sir?
36.
Okay, so you're only 6 years older than me.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not terribly. So that works perfectly for our buddy cop movie because you can be the Danny Glover, if you will.
I'm too old for this.
Exactly, and I can just be fucking crazy.
Now, if they release a new Atari Jaguar, then I'd be interested.
That would be kind of neat. Lunar Imperium says this guy strikes me as an American Jim Sterling. He fucking wishes, okay? Let's see, what else? What's been the hardest scene to shoot so far?
Probably there's a sidewalk scene. There's a sidewalk scene with Dave and Allison, and so we had to shoot around like traffic that was going by.
Yeah, anytime we have to shoot outside, it's generally more difficult because we have to deal with the outside noise of traffic or trains or planes or
wood
garbage trucks or wood chippers or leaf blowers or.
Yeah, the first day of shooting, there was somebody using a wood chipper across the street. Like I could get out the VHS camera and film Wood Chipper Massacre the remake.
Handheld and television. That'd be interesting, yes. But yeah, I mean, today's shoot outside was also it was beautiful and it worked out pretty well, but it was murder on my feet.
Yeah. By the end of the day, my dogs were definitely barking. I was glad that we were able to shoot as quick as we were and just get out of there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because the second location we filmed in today was a church, so it was real nice to just have somewhere to sit.
Yeah. Sit and have some tacos.
We had some tacos for lunch. It was delicious. The catering company did a fantastic job.
Fantastic. Oh, yeah.
Shredded chicken tacos with cheese and sour cream and lettuce and tomato.
I love the
on delicious. You would. And some delicious flour tortillas. Let's see.
Pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Peter Dinklage fights Warwick Davis to the death. Who wins?
America.
Yeah.
Probably Peter Dinklage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'd have to hand it to Dinklage.
Brad looks like he's balancing on our
Shoulders, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm a genie.
What is your wish?
The Great Kazoo.
I don't think so, dum-dum.
Who wins? Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker, yes.
Oh, so John, our caller from earlier, says, "Hey, Brad, John again. Thought of another question. I know how much you all loved, in quotes, the Total Recall and RoboCop remakes. Did you know Starship Troopers is next? Oh, fuck off, Hollywood."
Jeez.
Starship Troopers isn't necessarily sentimental to me in any way.
Not really for me, but still.
Yeah, like
I mean, I don't know why that's getting remade necessarily. It'll be better than the Total Recall.
As long as they keep in the mixed gender shower scene.
Would you like to see more?
Yes, I would. Let's see. What else? What else? Who would win in a fight between Fat Grandma and Rickhead?
Fat Grandma.
I gotta give it to Fat Grandma.
Yeah, I mean, she gave old Mussolini what for here?
Yeah, she did punch Mussolini in the mouth.
That's right.
What's more American, Rocky or Rocky IV? Rocky IV ended the Cold War.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's America right there. You know what I'm saying?
Favorite Bond movie, On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I'm wearing a Lazenby shirt.
I've only seen the newer ones, but I really like Skyfall.
Yeah, I mean the theme song alone.
Yeah, the theme song's fantastic.
Along with the title sequence associated with it. Oh
yeah, for sure. Favorite Tim Curry performance, Frankenfurter
or
Wadsworth. Either are acceptable.
Home Alone 2.
2.
Oh, God damn it, you two.
I say every Columbus Day in 1992, Columbus directed that guy from Clue. You know what I'm saying?
Favorite snob episode?
Probably Wired.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I was gonna say anyone I've been in, but I don't think I've been in a snob episode. I've been in 80s Dan. I've been in Brad Tries. I've been in Midnight Movies. No, I haven't been in a snob episode yet, so I don't have a favorite one.
I know you're referenced in a couple.
Well, yeah, I've had you be in my slob videos.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the whole running gag was that you were pissed off at me for ripping off your shtick. It was great, because I would just write a script, and I'd be like, okay, I need a good, cut gag here. I know, I'll just have Brad cut it and just be fucking pissed off. Hey, Brad, can you just film yourself for 5 minutes calling me an asshole and threatening to sue me? Yeah, buddy, you got it.
I didn't even give mine yet. I would have to say Las Vegas Bloodbath because that was the first one that really introduced me to the series, and I said, okay, I like the series now.
That was a rough movie to sit through. It's like nothing's happening. They're just watching TV. What's a fucking bloodbath?
I know what else going to do.
All the alternative names for Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. I like Nicolas Cage with Jerry Seinfeld's hair.
What time is it even? Shit.
10:08.
Oh, wonderful. I've got a train to catch at 8:30 in the morning.
I turned into a robot OMG. What?
I don't know. Skynet is attacking, apparently.
Oh, I blew out the audio? Dang.
You blew out the audio with your laugh. Nice.
Well,
Farad's laugh was too much for the audio.
Farad's laugh is too much for anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nobody can be able to sustain the part of my laugh.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, jeez. Now I gotta hear this laugh. What the heck?
X is reminding you didn't post this thing on Facebook, Brad.
I posted.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
I posted on Facebook, but
or maybe not my personal page, but I posted it on the main snob page.
Check again, X. Check again. Least favorite Team Snob member, Zach Lavoie. Fuck that guy.
not a fan.
Let's see. What are you doing, kid? Come here. Oh, you're gonna lick your balls. Go for it.
The least favorite snob review in any of the earlier ones.
I'd have to say Las Vegas Blood, but no.
X. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Can you guys do famous celebrity impressions?
Yes.
Sort of, yes.
I could do. Let's see here. I usually do them over Movie Yoki. Let's see here. Oh, Daniel Plainview. From There Will Be Blood, played by Daniel Day-Lewis. Here.
Okay, yeah.
'Twas Paul who was chosen. See, you found me and told me about your land. You're just a fool. I did what your brother couldn't. I broke you and I beat you. It's the last bit of nothing you can do about it. It's gone. It's sad. You lose.
Very nice. Mine are mostly Connery, Walken, the classic stuff like that. Of course, Bane, which is just Connery pitched up and then through your mouth like this.
Yeah.
Fucking Gottfried is getting there, but it's not quite there. I really want to work on that some more.
Mine's probably Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Your Ford is really fucking good. And of course, everyone's just using like Jack Nicholson anyway. So.
Oh yeah. Apparently, I do a good Jack Nicholson impression without even trying.
Yeah.
What was the other one? I could do Peter Sellers from Dr. Strangelove there. Well, that's Dr. Strangelove. Mr. President, I would not rule out the chance to receive a nucleus of human specimens. And so forth. So, yeah, just...
$2 million for each meal.
Could I do a hey now, hey Kingsley? Hey now! I use that in common parlance too. It's weird.
Pretty good.
Hey now.
Schwarzenegger. Yeah, Schwarzenegger is pretty good. Brad for the new Han Solo movie, right? Let's do that.
Just watch the nostalgia critic Force Awakens.
Yeah,
Han Solo and that.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Time for go to bed. All right, Azure. Good night there.
Azure, good night. Is 80s Dan coming back?
I don't know.
No. He died on his way back to his home planet.
Aww.
Maybe it's an animated series.
I would love to see that actually.
Actually,
I've been
pretty
thinking
cool.
about that. I've been thinking about pitching that as an animated series.
Sweet.
It was too time consuming to keep doing.
I can imagine. Sure.
I forgot about the Softly from Cable episodes not being on the site. Yeah, I mean, there was only 2 episodes of that. At some point, I got to get those re-uploaded. I think there's a few things that still need to get re-uploaded on the site that haven't yet.
I wasn't 80s Dan to host Pop Quiz Hot Shot. That would have worked, but no.
I'm glad I didn't have to do that as a character.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't have to do that, like playing a character. I think I think I was asked actually if I wanted to do it as 80s Dan, and if I remember right, but I just wanted to do it as myself because it was fun snarking at a lot of the contestants.
Oh yeah.
You don't know what the fucking challenger is? What the fuck? I wasn't born yet. Yeah, good point. What's nom?
Was that the release time? It's one of the test ones. I can't even remember.
I can't remember. I can't remember. I don't think it was on the one that was released.
Probably not.
How cold is it up there?
Yeah.
Mid-40s.
So.
Yeah. Typical November. I don't know.
Yeah. Mid-40s Fahrenheit for those of you watching from across the pond.
There you go. Yeah, actually. It was,
Oh, sorry. They're asking about the movie I'm in with Bill Oberst. Last I heard that for those that I got cast in a movie called Routines that's being shot up in Chicago that's starring Bill Oberst Jr. and Lynn Lowry. Last I heard, that's possibly getting filmed sometime in April, and I play a talk show host in it.
Nice.
That's great.
It was originally supposed to be like I was playing Morton Downey, and then it was changed. I think it was changed to where now I'm playing more of a Jimmy Fallon type.
Oh no!
Like, because we played Morton Downey, and I was a replacement for Gary Busey in it. I was apparently Gary Busey wanted too much money or something. Like, oh, well, that's the porn guy from YouTube.
Oh, now I got. If you do make that, when you do make that, I love to see that.
Yeah. Yeah,
you being a Jimmy Fallon all silent typos would just be.
Yeah. Here's Lloyd.
Yep, there's Lloyd.
Oh god, he's on camera too. Hey, buddy. You in your chair?
Here's Big Lloyd.
There's a real director of the movie right there.
Joy says, "Good day, Brad from Australia. I apologise for my accent. It's not the best, but I'm sincerely trying."
The Smurfs 2 midnight screenings. Anytime that I tried uploading it, YouTube kept rejecting it.
Really?
And yeah, it was never listing me a reason why. It also did that for the Pulp Fiction midnight screenings. I never got a reason why it kept getting rejected, but it was. So basically, what'll happen, like with the Smurfs 2 midnight screenings, is it'll most likely be an extra feature on the next Snob DVD. That's what we did with the Pulp Fiction one. It was a special feature on the Unerotic Fantasies DVD. So it'll be the same thing with Smurfs 2.
Favorite secretary moment for Craig Ferguson when Secretary went through the door, I guess.
Yeah,
when Secretariat fell. Remember?
I saw that one. No.
Yeah, Secretariat fell one time. And, the behind guy had to catch up with the front one.
Oh god.
Cripes, I missed that show.
Yeah.
Oh god, me too.
That was the best. I remember nights when we'd wrap filming the Snob movie.
Yeah.
And you'd be sitting in the chair, I'd be just starting to fall asleep on the couch, and we'd watch Ferguson all night.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was good times.
I miss it. I miss it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in these trying times. Terminator 1 or Terminator 2?
Terminator 1, honestly. I mean, I love them both, but I actually prefer the first one.
I gotta go with Terminator 2. I like the more action-oriented, seeing Arnie as a hero and things like that. And plus, the idea of a liquid metal.
Oh, yeah.
That is awesome.
It's sort of true for me because there's a product placement of the Atari portfolio.
I love how gritty the first one is, and Arnold is creepy as hell in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Kyle Reese. I love I love both of them, but I prefer the first one.
Mm-hmm. Terminator Genesis or Terminator Salvation?
Salvation.
I'd have to go with Terminator 2 myself, but...
Yeah, I'm going to go Terminator, exactly. Terminator 2, and then that's it, right? They didn't make any more Terminator.
What you're talking about, these older movies, right?
Just leading in. Someone says, going old school, still miss the Bruno Mattei or Mattei?
Mattei.
Mattei.
Oh man.
It rhymes with okay.
Just like a George Takei.
Well, we stopped doing that. I mean, it was an easy show to do.
Right.
I mean, the Bruno Mattei show is kind of a prototype for what became the midnight screenings, honestly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Except we shot it in a bar, and the reason why we stopped is they put in like speakers above the booth above the area we usually sit, and elsewhere too throughout the bar, so it just became impossible to shoot there. It was never really that popular of a show to begin with, but we liked doing it. It was one of the... When I started the site, I needed to create some other shows besides just the Cinema Snob.
Right.
Bruno Mattei show was one of them. Same with Big Box and Kung Tai Ted. And just after a while, we just stopped doing those and moved on to other things just to keep things fresh and to do other stuff. But Bruno Mattei show got referenced in, I think, the Hell of the Living Dead episode of The Snob. And Kung Tai Ted pops up every now and then in the Cinema Snob.
In a wheelchair.
It's still never explained what's happening, but he's in a wheelchair now.
Oh, Fred, somebody's asking about you in that Clickhole video. How did that happen?
Oh, I auditioned for it. Yeah, there was they have the Onion Productions has a casting call thing, and so they said we're looking for two people that are 250 pounds and one person who's 500 pounds. And I said, well, I weigh 330, so I could play either one. Just put a pillow around me, and I think I'll be good for the 500. But no, they decided to go with me for the 250-pound guy. And they got another guy that was, I'm sure, similar weight as me. I really can't tell. But, I don't look 330, but, except from certain angles. So that kind of worked there, How did I audition for Clickhole? I submitted my... I submitted my acting resume and my headshot. I think that's pretty much it, or just my acting resume, I guess. Mm-hmm. And yeah, but yeah, it's supposed to sound dirty. That's kind of the point there. It's not. It's like BuzzFeed, but it was made by The Onion.
Yeah.
And so the video that for those of you who don't know, the video they're referring to is one where a guy who's 500 pounds. Managed to, through sheer power of will and gumption and help from his family, managed to lose weight by becoming two men who weigh 250 pounds.
Yeah.
And so,
when I saw that come across my timeline, I was like, that guy looks like Farad. Oh wait!
Then you saw my. Then I
saw your post. Yeah. I was like, oh wait, it actually is Farad. They're saying you should make a movie where all you do is laugh.
Easiest money ever made.
I laugh my ass off when he laughs.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I have a very infectious laugh, which is nice.
Check PayPal real quick.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry,
one person said,
there you go, buddy.
Well, yeah, I did a set over at Zany's in downtown, and was it when I did a set there? I can't remember if I did a set there or not, but at one point there was a comment card that came back that said, "I hate laugh tracks. This show would have been a lot less funny if there weren't so many people laughing and all that there." And it's kind of clear that they were referencing to my laugh because my laugh is the loudest one in there. It's probably one of the reasons I'm actually doing a set over there. But anyway, but yeah, it was the fact of the matter is that shortly afterwards, one of my jokes was when I went up on stage and said, "Hello, my name's Farad. I'll be your laugh track this evening." So there you go.
Fantastic. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Again, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight for this fundraising stream. We're checking now. How we looking, Brad?
We got another $100.
Oh, we got another $100. So we're gonna have another person joining us in the chat via a phone call. Corey is asking me Ghostbusters 1984 or Ghostbusters 2016. The answer is obvious, and if you can't figure it out, who am I to tell you? Let's see what else. Do we have Battletoads? No, we do not have Battletoads.
We do have the Jackbox Party Pack.
We do, which I as much as I do want to play it, I don't think we'll be able to.
It would be difficult, to show both the screen as well. Hey, Michael, how you doing there?
Hey,
it would be difficult to show both the screen as well as us and that.
You're just in time. Literally, the question that just popped on screen was, "Whatever happened to Dave? Whatever did happen to Dave? We don't know."
Yeah,
doing the blow.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
had to do the blow to stay awake for these long nights.
Absolutely, yeah.
What were our Halloween costumes? I was John Wayne Gacy.
What did I dress up as this year? I think I dressed
And then it's not a joke. I literally was painted like John Wayne Gacy.
I was,
right.
an exhausted father.
More accurately
Yeah,
as
me too,
Pogo the
me
Clown.
too.
I think I was the nostalgia critic. Wait, no. No. That's right, because somebody else dressed a dog. No, I dressed as Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
My girlfriend Laura and I were Bat Hero and Steffi Love.
Nice.
From Bootleg Zones. All right, we got another $100.
Let me clear the road.
All right. Yep. Clickhole video was very funny. Well, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun to shoot, and I'm hoping that I could use that. I think I could be able to use that in a professional acting reel or something like that. So we'll see about that here.
Okay.
I guess I'll ask for permission to use Jesus Bro scenes in there too. But there you go. Here,
This is all right. We're gonna bring up Sean.
Sean.
For a phone call.
Of course, we're hearing he's got to listen to the phone. He's going to get the phone call before you talk about it on the screen because of the delay. But anyway.
Oh, hey, is this Sean?
This is Sean.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I am super excited for your guys' movie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
So yeah.
Thank you so much for the donation too, man.
Oh, you're very welcome. So my question to you guys would be, what was your favorite scene to record that you guys have shown already?
Our favorite scene that we've shot already?
Oh.
Yeah.
For me, it's back and forth between the scene with the park ranger where Rickhead is turned away by an angry park ranger because Rickhead's now a Christian. And there's also...
I think it's safe to call it the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
You'll understand when you see the movie why we call it the
yeah,
Looney Tunes scene.
Yeah.
But it's my absolute favorite scene, and I'm not even in it.
There's also a scene. Do you want to mention this scene with you and Allison on the sidewalk after you get back from heaven and you're a Christian now? So you're trying to win Allison's character is a Christian.
A walk and talk scene that was just fucking brutal and long and really funny, and acting opposite Allison has been an absolute pleasure through this whole thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Because every time Ryan calls cut, we just look at each other and go, what the fuck are we doing? I think Allison and I are both by nature awkward people. And I've been rather busy, and I didn't read the script. So, like, I didn't know how the movie ended, and I'm not going to ruin the ending or anything, but it's just like, well, this is a little awkward for both of us.
Well,
and that was fun.
yeah.
But I'll say, honestly, just from a technical perspective, we shot a scene yesterday with Rob Walker, where we really got to play with our set, and we got to play with some toys, and I think it's going to be one of the coolest looking scenes in the movie. And just watching our crew work on that scene, and it's in the plot. It's the intro to heaven scene. And just watching our crew work and what they put together so quickly, just off the top of their heads, I think was so cool, and it's going to look so awesome. And just the pleasure of watching professionals make a movie while I got to stand there and act like an idiot was really fun.
I'd say that this is being the director geek in me. It's that there's a couple moments in this movie again where we go for like some actual real heart and actual real like acting. You know, I mean, we do a lot of really silly, funny stuff in this, but there's some really sweet moments that Dave does, and it's real acting, like really good acting. No.
It is.
I know he is. He's not going to take credit for it. But there's some really wonderful moments that he pulled through, and it's I know that there's a lot of funny things in this that I love. There's a lot of gags that are just hysterical. Things that like we came up with on the fly that are probably some of the funniest things we've ever done. But really, like, thinking back as a director and as an actor and as writer is getting to see these really incredible moments where Dave is getting to show his acting chops.
Mm-hmm.
Has really been fun for me.
I must not have been being as bad of an actor as I thought I was, because the guy you brought in too, he was a background actor and an extra, but he's a local theater guy who directs shows. He's like, if you want to come try out, I'm like, no.
No, it's true. He's really, really good. So yeah, it's been and yeah, again, he doesn't take the credit he deserves, but we've done some really technically complex things in this movie. Stuff that even for a movie of our budget is bigger than what you would expect we'd be able to do, but we've pulled it off.
That's why we need more money.
No, we've pulled off some really amazing things that, we've got a small plate, but we've done some cool stuff. But really, it's those moments, it's those character moments. And Dave has some incredible, and Allison does too.
Allison
Allison just killed
it.
And getting to see these actors work. And seeing my friends, who I've worked with for so long, we've done many silly things with, but getting to show that they got chops, and they do a great job. And so, like, for me, that's been some of the best parts of shooting this movie.
I think my favorite scene is probably it was the scene where I walked down the stairs and then stubbed my toe.
It's like the second thing we shot.
It's the first thing I shot. Well, no, the second.
It was the first setup.
No, it was the second setup. It was setup number 2.
Oh, yeah,
what was the first one?
First one was shooting Dave here on the couch.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Why you sell them the toast line?
Oh, let's see. Give me a second here. It's I didn't read the script. Just give me a chance. If you're a malfunctioning toaster, then maybe now I have the tools to cook the toast of our love.
That's what he says to try to win his girlfriend back.
After insulting her to the core of her being.
I read the whole Bible. I loved everything, even the Old Testament. Baby, I want to take you to a stoning.
No, Brad. You're selling that too hard. It's, I want to take you to a stoning.
Do you have any other questions for us?
I do have one more. So growing up, mostly all I watched was Christian videos.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a movie called Revelation?
No, I haven't seen that
It had, who did it have in it? It had, what is his name? The Planet of the Apes guy,
Charlton Heston?
Jewish something.
Montalban?
Who?
Revelation 7:12.
From the...
Anyway, there's actually
Was it
a
Roddy
really good
McDowell?
actor,
Please tell me it was Roddy McDowell.
Like Paul Giamatti.
Oh, Paul Giamatti was in it?
Yeah, and Paul Giamatti was in it. He was a crippled guy, and then had gone into this virtual reality headset, and the Antichrist had come to him and said, "Hey, we'll make it so you can walk."
Mm-hmm.
That was just glorious.
How old is this?
That would have been, I think, 2000.
Oh, right on. I might have to check that one out.
On the IMDb, it has.
Like I said, I look forward to seeing you guys' movie. I'm super excited.
Beg pardon?
I'm super excited for the movie.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
And thanks for the donation.
You're welcome. Y'all have a nice day.
You too.
Hey, thank you,
Have
man.
a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Jeff Fahey's in that?
Yeah, it's Jeff Fahey, Tony Napo, Carol Alt.
Nice.
The rest of these names I'd already recognize here, but it's the sequel to Apocalypse, of course.
Of course.
Well, I got to see the first one first. Man of Steel or Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, yeah. I've never even seen Suicide Squad, but
Yeah. Suicide Squad at least had charisma.
At least it had color in it, yes.
It's like Courtney's best movie.
That's not saying much. Oh, Austin, Texas. Greetings. Nice.
Hello, Austin. I love you.
Fuck you and your cool town.
He only says that out of a place of sheer jealousy, okay?
Pretty much.
This-
Yeah.
let's just-
Oh, they're asking if we're gonna see Space Jam.
Oh yeah, it's a re-release in theaters this weekend.
I'm gonna be on the train on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
this
gonna-
weekend. It's
No,
probably
they're-
not gonna happen.
They're also showing it the week too.
Oh, they
I
are.
think it's like the 13th or the 15th.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I've
that's
used
okay.
all of my goodwill with my wife this week.
Yeah.
Like, poor Sarah has been such an amazing trooper this week because we have a 3-week-old kid, and I've been gone 12 hours a day,
Wow.
and I'm spending extra time here now.
Mhm.
And she has just been so kind and considerate and not giving me shit about making this movie, and actually like not waking me up to help with feedings and stuff in the middle of the night, which there's no reason she would have to do that. So like if anybody's going to a movie this week in my household, it's her, not me.
Yeah, because she wants in on Fantastic Beasts, which is Thursday.
Is it already?
If Brian and I couldn't make it to From Dusk Till Dawn, I doubt we'll make it to Space Jam.
Christ, it's even getting near the time when Watch Dogs 2 is coming out. So
Is it this Tuesday or next Tuesday?
it's next Tuesday.
Oh,
It's a little
good
bit up.
golly. Well, I know what I'm spending my paycheck on.
Yeah. I like the first one, but only to an extent. Only because
I think I gave the first one a lot of goodwill because it took place in Chicago.
yeah, that was
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I never played that game. I mean, I heard it was. I mean, was it good? I mean,
It was enjoyable. It
Yeah.
was a little overhyped,
Oh yeah.
but it was pretty good in terms of just like interesting gameplay mechanics and things like that.
Yeah. It was very unique gameplay mechanic.
I'm really looking forward to the sequel because they've amped up the mechanics a bit. Now you have like 2 different styles of drones that you can use.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
You have a quadcopter drone, and you have a little like a wheelie drone that can go into places. And you can really freedom of like you can do everything lethally, non-lethally, however you want to play it.
interesting.
Nice.
I see people who are disagreeing with you.
Who, with me?
Well, yeah, that about Watch Dogs.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
Watch Dogs
of course.
one
They're
or
going to
two,
disagree with me. They're the internet.
Yeah, of course, I don't know. I just
The thing about Watch Dogs 1 was that it tried to recreate Chicago, and yet it kind of failed.
Yeah, it wasn't a very realistic recreation. And then the other thing too is, like I said, it was really overhyped.
Yeah.
A lot of it was like, this is the next big thing. You're going to be able to hack anything you want in the game. And really, when the game came out, they're like, okay, you can hack stuff in the street and ATMs and other people's phones and security cameras.
okay. I'm getting questions here. This is
Oh,
good. Let's hear.
what do we got?
Let's see here. Let's see here. Ryan, the movie that inspired you to make movies. I don't know. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot of movies. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot of movies growing up. We had a ton on VHS. And as bland as it may sound, one of the only VHSs we had at the house was Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
And so I would watch that one over and over and over and over again. So, like, as far as like movies go, I would watch that one over and over again. We recorded it off the TV, so this was before the VHS set came out.
Yeah.
And so we recorded. I had a friend down the street that had Return of the Jedi, so I go
Nice.
borrow it from him.
There you go.
But he recorded it on a day where there were tornadoes that went through. So like,
So you did tornado warning.
so like every 15 minutes, the weatherman would break in.
Oh.
So there's parts of Jedi I never saw until like the re-releases came out. It's like, oh my God, they destroyed Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
When did that happen? I thought he just said, okay, you guys can go. But
How did he get caught out of the Sarlacc pit? Wait a minute.
Let's hear. What is the least favorite of the movies you've made, either as an actor or director? I don't know. I think everything that I've made. This one. No, it's hard to say because everything has its own particular charms. I mean, with Paranoia, we were just really doing a proof of concept. We were proving that we could make a movie from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And even for all of its flaws, and there are many, I think we did a good job. I think we actually proved that we could get a camera, get our friends together, and make a movie. The Cinema Snob movie, even for its flaws, and there are many, we wanted to do an origin story that wasn't the actual origin story of the actual character. I think we did a cool movie. I think we did something that was and I mean, yeah, it made money. We wanted to make money off of it, which
and
we
I
did.
mean, that shoot was really grueling compared to this one.
Right, and that was a grueling shoot compared to this one. So that was hard. I mean,
that one had a lot more weird moving parts to it.
That had a lot of weird moving parts. I mean, that one I was doing my day job as well as most everyone else. So we couldn't do
and the crew who was whoever wasn't working.
And the crew, we didn't really have a crew. We just kind of did everything.
Like
so
there were times when I held the mic and I was
right, yeah, exactly. So we all kind of pitched in on that one in weird ways. So that was kind of, but again, that movie had its charms too. I mean, we got to do some really funny things with that one. We got to do some really cool things, and
there's still things in that movie that I'll just wake up laughing about.
Yeah, we
had
Ed
Glazer's face.
Right, yeah. And we got to do
me.
some really fun stuff. I mean, we had Hank Carlson come down and do
that
our makeup
reminds me,
effects.
I owe all of you something.
Stand up, everyone. Stand up, everyone.
Stand up, everyone. Okay,
Stand up,
okay.
everyone.
Oh, we're doing something here.
First thing I did when I got my copy of the Cinema Snob movie was I watched the commentary tracks.
Yeah.
And I owe every one of you.
You
guys in your kind words.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. I forgot I wanted to do this when I came into town.
No problem. Oh, absolutely, buddy.
So, pardon my little self-flagellation there.
It was the only part of the commentary track anyone could hear.
That's why that's why you want better people recording stuff. But I mean, it's everything has its charm to it.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, it's all crotch shots.
Yeah.
But
sorry, guys.
Team
Hugs.
crotch shot.
This was all hugs.
Yeah, that was hugs. We weren't just showing you our crotches, we promise.
Let's see here. There's a shot. How do I feel about my early movies? And that's the same kind of thing. It's
we
like
don't talk about those.
We don't talk about those.
we don't talk about no. I mean, I've always been obsessed with movies, and so even though, looking back on them now, they're positively humiliating.
But the joy of making those.
But the joy
movies,
of making them,
figuring out how to do a push zoom and shit like that.
I wouldn't be able to do what I do now had I not have made those. So I have to think of, I mean, I don't think I'd ever watch them. Like, honestly, I haven't watched any of those movies in years. And I'd probably be, again, mortified to actually sit and watch them.
But it's like watching a toddler learn how to walk.
It's like watching a toddler learn how to walk. That's exactly
because if you ask me what my least favorite is of the stuff that I've directed, I would say Freak Out. It was the first movie I directed.
Well, and at the time we loved it, but now when you watch it, it's just like everything we see now is like, fuck, I wish we weren't recording music on the site,
But for a movie that we did in our very, very, very early 20s, a full-length movie that was a horror film shot on high 8 tapes.
Oh wait, somebody here says they go to Columbia in Chicago.
Oh, hey.
All right, it's Professor Tom Nook. Would you promote the movie at my college? I go to Columbia in Chicago. Well, that just happens to be my alma mater.
Nice.
Yeah, I went to Columbia, Chicago, and in fact, most of the crew are Columbia grads.
I considered going to Columbia.
Yeah, see,
I applied,
and some
I was
people
accepted.
even considered
I was accepted.
Columbia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I didn't even apply. I should have.
well, no, yeah,
I applied and I was accepted, and then I decided not to go there, and now I'm not in debt.
Yeah, well, true, yeah. But
that's
our director of photography is a Columbia grad. Our first AC is a Columbia. I think he's currently at Columbia. Our gaffer's a Columbia grad. Who else is a Columbia? Oh, Malcolm is a Columbia grad.
Yeah.
Yes. Lloyd is Columbia.
Lloyd, yes.
So yeah, I mean, it's I would love to. Yeah.
If you arrange it, we'll come.
If you arrange it, I will gladly come
I'm
back
just
there.
from Columbia, the country.
He's from Columbia, the country. Yeah. No, honestly, yeah, I love. So.
Any
Yeah.
grants here, huh? Hey guys,
So,
by the way, I just want to say we're gonna give it about another 15 minutes, or we're gonna call it. It's been great talking to everybody, but we gotta make a movie in the morning.
Yeah. For anyone who wants to get in any phone call, you can keep donating. It's we're not taking down our PayPal after the stream is over. You can donate anytime.
If you've been entertained by any of this in the least, please consider donating.
Yes.
We really, really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
What it comes down to, I mean, we've talked a lot about what is the purpose of why we're asking, coming back to you for more money. It's really because we can, with what we have, we can make a particular kind of product. With a little bit more, we can make an even better product.
Exactly.
And that's what it is that we budgeted for a certain thing, and what we've done is we have spent more than we anticipated, but it's making things better.
Yeah.
It's not because we missed something or, oh crap, we have to pay off like the mob or something.
We're
that's
more
a different
than
budget.
halfway through.
Hey, listen, me and Johnny Spaghetti over here, we're going to break his legs, all right?
Right.
We're more than halfway through, and honestly, what we've done so far is easily the best thing I think we've done. And we really want to put everything we can into
I
it.
can say without a doubt that there's a lot of movies we've done that I love. I love the Cinema Snob movie. I love some of our other movies too. And from just being there on set, seeing it all come to life between the direction, the crew, the acting, the little bit of the dailies I've seen, I can easily say that so far in the movies that I've either directed or just simply written or that any of us worked on in the past, that this is easily the best film we've ever done.
Yeah.
You guys are in for such a treat with this. I mean, when I came on to the set this morning, I didn't really know what to expect, but after seeing the crew and the professional equipment and how quickly we were moving through things, I realized, like, there is really no difference between this and a major Hollywood film other than funding. But these guys know their shit. They know what they're doing.
Ryan knows his shit.
Ryan knows his shit.
I've been lucky to work with a lot of cool companies, and there's a question: do I work for the Asylum as a freelancer? Yes, I do. I'm not on their salary. I'm not like a member of their staff, but I have freelance for them, and I've edited a few of their movies and worked for them in a lot of different ways. So yeah, I do work with Asylum, and I like Asylum. They're really good people there. They kind of know sometimes what the movies they're making, but you know it's good people making their movies there, and I like working with Asylum, and I'll hopefully work with them a lot. I worked on the Martian Lands movie. I did kind of an assembly edit for them. I helped Anthony a lot with the Sharknado movies, all over the place doing that. So yeah, it's trying to see some other questions here. Yeah.
4 inches, but it's really girthy.
See here.
Solid 8.
It's another one for me. Oh, did I have fun playing To Catch a Predator host in the last episode of 80s Dan? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah.
The Chris Hansen. That was
80s
fun.
Dan was a blast to shoot.
That was a fun show. Yeah.
But for a half-hour short, it's really hard to get everything together.
It was, and I did love that show. I thought when that show was on, I thought it was one of the better shows that we had. In fact, it probably was my favorite show on the site when it was on. But it was time consuming, and it wasn't easy getting everyone together or anything. And I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I am at some point maybe going to pitch it as maybe like a new animated series on the site or something.
It'd be great as a cartoon.
Yeah.
Who do you pitch it to?
You pitch it to yourself.
I don't mean that. I mean like to people I know who do animation.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, who gives you that approval? I'm pretty sure it's you.
No, it said Lloyd approved.
Yes, Lloyd. Lloyd has to actually approve it. So.
Lloyd has fun.
Hi, Allison's not here, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just us ugly fuckers.
She's home sleeping.
Yeah.
She's not as crazy as we are.
Maybe watching Quantum.
Maybe watching Quantum. Let's be honest. 90% chance she's watching Quantum.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, is Allison on the live stream? Is that what's happening?
Oh, maybe she's on the live stream. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Hi, Allison.
Oh, hi, Allison. Okay.
So we're half right. Yeah. Farad Siggy says you got a 95% chance.
Hi, Allison.
I'm in the chat. Okay, hi.
Hi, Allison.
Oh yeah, there she is. Nice.
Fuck you, call me a dum-dum.
That's the meanest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a PG chat, you cocksucker.
Oh, you want to see me? Oh, dum-dum. Dum-dum.
No, Allison's stream hasn't gone well at all. It's been great.
Somehow we're down $400.
That's right. Yeah. Someone's been managing to steal any. So.
When they put me in charge of the money laundering, I thought I actually had to go put the money in the laundromat.
That's what you do. This money's very dirty.
Yes.
Yeah, but why did
people's
you
pockets.
use bleach?
That's right.
Don't you know it's not paper? It's fabric,
I
man.
don't know how many of those singles have been down strippers' G-strings.
It just makes them
All
better.
of them.
The salty
All of
ones
them.
are the best ones.
Oh.
Tastes like salty milk and coins. Oh, jeez. That's a reference no one gets.
Dave did a bird.
Falling from heaven?
There
Yes.
you go. Yes.
Oh.
Where's Lloyd and Chloe? Lloyd was off to the side. I don't know where
Lloyd
Yeah,
and
he
Chloe
was
are off
over there.
canoeing.
They're probably laying upstairs.
Yeah, probably. They're like, come on, we're tired.
Hardest movie we made before Jesus, bro. Honestly, this one hasn't been hard. This has been a pleasure.
No, this has been a breeze.
I mean, this one's...
Speak for your fucking
Well,
self.
Ryan...
That's true.
I'm not the one who
I'm
gave
just,
you...
I'm just doing behind the scenes footage. Like.
I'm not the one who gave you 4 jobs.
Yeah, true. I gotta talk with the producer on that one. No, yeah.
It's the editor's problem.
It's the editor's problem. No,
The hardest one? Man, that's... Honestly, just because of everything... Cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap was hard.
Cheap or shot on
Because
Shoutout.
halfway through Cheap, we thought we were done.
Yeah, because we lost 2
Yeah.
actresses halfway through.
And I
We ended
can't-
up getting them back.
Yeah.
But,
But then we had to wait for my hair to grow back out. Shit, it was ridiculous.
yeah. Cheap and shot on Shitio hasn't been easy, to say the least.
Brad, they want to know if we have any bar hopping younger day stories. There was the time I got really drunk and Brad drove me home, and I don't remember him putting me there, but I woke up fully clothed in the running shower of my parents' house with my dad standing above me going, "Good night."
It wasn't. It was me and Nick. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Really, we need to. No, Nick Foster.
Oh,
Like, we need to keep him warm. Let's put him in the shower.
Yeah, woke up freezing cold.
I guess we just leave.
that water will keep him warm. It's fine.
There was one time we got drunk and we crashed over at Dave's place back when he was living with his folks, and then Nick and I had the bright idea, like, wouldn't it be funny? This is morning. We're like, wouldn't it be funny if we just left and like stuffed our sleeping bags with pillows and a severed head hanging out of it? So like, we had this severed head that had brown hair, kind of like mine at the time. Only like the head had like a bullet hole in it, and the blood around the neck. So we had the top of it like hanging outside of the sleeping bag, and your niece Carmen,
Who was like 12 at the time.
At the oldest, yeah.
Yeah.
And she might have been younger than that.
Yeah.
But like, anyway, your mom, I think, said, "Carmen, why don't you go wake them up," or something like that. So she goes downstairs and like kind of nudges at the sleeping bag, and just the head rolled out of it.
And I, of course, come groggy and hungover out of my bedroom, like, what? That was an asshole.
Dying on the altitude. I went bar hopping with Steve Bird once. I don't know about that.
Nice.
I ended up going like the Underground Wonder Bar in downtown with him and Jeff Ross.
Right on.
Roastmaster.
Shit, that's right.
Yeah, that was a night.
Oh, very cool.
Jesus,
I
bro.
was completely sober. But
I don't know about the easiest because it's the most complicated, but it's been the most pleasurable to work on.
I'd say that it's easier when you have a crew.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we have a very talented crew who's doing a lot of work, and they're doing really interesting things. I mean, a lot of people are working really, really hard on that, these guys included. So, I mean, it's going easy, but that's because it was also I mean,
a lot of the shit we normally have to do ourselves is done for us.
right. And the other piece is that I've been working on a schedule and planning this movie for probably 2 months.
Yeah,
so
it's not a
been
scattershot. It's not as many like last minute phone calls like
it's a lot of detailed planning that's happened over 2 solid months, including script rewrites and scheduling and phone calls. I mean, it's been the more work that you can do up front, the easier it is now. Because the thing is that I have a lot of leeway up front to make mistakes, to move things around. But when we get to these days, everything up front has to be in place. Otherwise, we're screwed on these type of days.
Right.
Because if we are missing actors, if we are missing a location, if we're doing, I mean, it is costing us, money, a lot of money that you have given us to shoot every day. And if we don't have something in place, we're wasting money. Having these guys, because these professional crew that we keep talking about how awesome they are, they're not free. They're professionals, so they have to be paid like professionals, which means that they're expensive. So if we are wasting their time because I didn't have shit in order ahead of time, I mean that's on me. That's stupid, and then it's a problem. Then everybody gets stressed out. So I mean, it's another one of those things that you talk about what's advice for filmmaking. Well, okay, you've committed to it. It's the only thing you can do. Plan. Because,
by the way, just to interrupt him, Brian is happily married with children.
Sorry, ladies, I'm taking. I think my wife's on the stream too. So
when she's done with him, he's mine. The most challenging role I've had to play, actually, probably some of this, because as Ryan's pushing for emotion and some stuff, and that's not my forte. My forte is being a belligerent asshole, and that's why my best performances are cheap in the Rickhead shorts.
and see, he again, he's not giving himself credit. This is his best performance.
Yeah.
It really is.
The stuff that I saw today, I was just like, wow, Dave can fucking act.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, and there's other scenes, and they're pivotal scenes, so we don't want to give them away specifically. He does real. I mean, I once heard an interview with Steven Spielberg when he talks about when he's in the edit and when he's like watching performance. He says that he knows he got it when he feels his tummy tickle, and that's what he said. And it's really about like you feel that little bit of emotion, a little bit like break emotion. You get it there, and I got it when I was watching the screen and I was watching Dave. Like I got it. I felt the emotion. Like that like
a few months from now, what the fuck was he
people are gonna be no. It's there. It's there.
I saw the bar scene and it was great.
Yeah,
that's exactly what Ryan just said.
Yeah, it really is.
Very cool.
So it's great to watch. I mean, it really is. It's again, there's so much that's funny about this movie, and it's hilarious. It's really funny, but we've bought some really fun, really great moments of heart to this too, and it's there. And Allison does it too, and she's great. I know she's on this here, so you're great, Allison. You're fantastic. You did a great job. So,
count Thomas Howell being Jesus, bro.
No. The only
there's no other real references to the
No,
reviewers,
there's not. It's just that it happens to be about the Rickhead, and the reason for that being when I wrote the script, or when I was in the notes process of writing the script, I knew what I wanted the movie to be about, and I knew that I wanted the main character to be like this kind of angry internet atheist, and then I was like, oh wait a minute, like we have that the Rickhead from the reviewers, so I decided to just go ahead and just make the Rickhead the main character of the movie. It made sense because like this is regardless of the reviewers existing, this is the kind of role I would have written for Dave anyway, regardless of the reviewers existing, and that's the only the only tie-in that this has with the reviewers is just the fact that the Rickhead happens to be in both things. You don't even need to know that the reviewers exists in order to see this. I mean, if you haven't seen the reviewers, check it out. It's a good show.
As far as filming, like we've only got 2 days left. We're actually almost done.
Yeah.
Other things. Someone keeps asking what movies we love that everyone else hates, and that's a fucking hard question, man. Because I don't know a movie that's like, I know there's a lot of movies that a lot of people hate, but I don't know of anything that's universally hated. Like even terrible shit.
Yeah.
I have been chosen.
Like I have a soft spot for some probably terrible movies.
I got a soft
but-
spot for Geely.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
Geely's
I think.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Colin, what the fuck is with you and Arby's tonight, dude?
He's thinking Arby's.
Who's not thinking Arby's?
Yeah.
Well, we ever finished? Yeah, it's finished. It's done.
The script for the final episode was written back when we were doing the show, and I still have the script, and I've always wanted to actually shoot it or do something with it, or even if it's just like a scene, a script reading or something, or have it to where it's just a revolving door of different actors playing the Jeff character. Oh, come here. Come here, Lloyd.
Uncle Dave's got him. Uncle Dave's got him.
He wants down.
All right. As you pick him up. The Stone Gremlins, where did that come from? Actually, that's an incredibly dumb story. When I was a sophomore in high school, I made this really dumb paper mache gremlin in a high school art class, and it just sat in my basement. And when we were making our really, really bad low-budget home movies, like when we first started, the Stone Gremlin was always around, so we were like, that's our logo, and we should put it in front of the camera.
That's right.
Farad is Jeff. Who's Jeff?
Jeff was the Jake character in the review.
Oh. Sure.
All right, guys, but 5 more minutes, and I think
Yeah, let me go check. I'm gonna go check PayPal
see if we got any
one more
phone calls
time.
left.
Yeah, see if we can do another phone call. That'd be fun.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this has been fun.
Shot on Shitty will be its own release.
Yeah. What about Shot on Shitty?
The rest going to be included in the Jesus Bro DVD.
Oh, no. Shot on Shitty will be...
Ryan changed his company name. That's the difference.
Right, yeah. Right.
Shot on
Walkaway
Shitty
Entertainment's a better name. Worst experience at a midnight screening? Any of them with Jared?
Yeah.
Favorite midnight screenings? I don't know, because I don't really watch them afterwards.
How cold is it in Illinois?
Right now,
as
it's
a
fucking cold.
As a Californian, cold.
It is so cold in California and Illinois today.
Yeah. No, I there's a reason I moved to California, and it wasn't to work in movies. That was just a happy accident. No, it's because
there will be more behind the scenes for Jesus, bro. They're on they're backdated because they were available first to people that donated with our initial Indiegogo campaign. But I think Brad's gonna be posting more this next week.
Oh yeah, they'll be posted. They'll be posted all throughout the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, you and I should
What's next for me? I'm probably gonna go to bed.
Yeah, we should,
Yeah,
That sounds good.
That sounds good.
I think I got some diapers to change as my wife is on there somewhere.
Chicago
Telling me to come change diapers.
that
Jesus,
through.
bro, we're looking at the latest, the end of February, maybe?
At the latest, at the earliest. Let's try earliest.
Earliest.
No,
Have any of us ever met Quentin Tarantino? No.
I would. Yeah.
I'm sure by like some weird degrees of separation, I probably have. Just think of an actor that was in a Tarantino movie that can somehow be traced back to Parenthood, or Who's the Boss.
Yeah.
Who's the boss? Nice.
Yeah,
Indiegogo rewards, probably, they'll start coming as soon as production ends.
Right.
At least the ones that can be.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, some of them, I know there's some physical media and stuff in there.
Yep, there's
and that'll
DVDs
be
that we've
closer
got.
to the release, but
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
We got your info.
Exactly.
Movie star we wish to meet. I don't know.
I kind of met Shatner this year.
Yeah.
Shatner, that's awesome.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage, yeah.
Cage, yeah. Pretty cool one.
Yeah. That would be interesting, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to prepare myself for doing an impression of him in front of him.
Mr. Shatner, you're a big fan.
Oh no, Cage.
Oh, Cage. Will Sarah ever be in midnight screenings ever again? Yes, she will, but we just had a fucking baby.
Exactly.
Give her some time, guys. We got to figure some shit out, like how to feed it when she's not there, and, you know, things like that. But yeah, we both want to jump back into midnight screenings as soon as we can. We don't want to stop doing it. we have another consideration now that as much as we love going to see movies with Brad, but this thing's more important. The little one is fantastic, by the way. Thank
It's
you
true,
for
and I tell you what, Dave, those kids never go away.
No.
No, I mean, 3 years now, and that little one is still there with me. So,
Did Sarah die? No. Are you a fucking idiot? I just said we just had a baby. Jesus. Listen, if Sarah died, I'd just be sitting here weeping uncontrollably.
I think all
for
of
the
us would.
rest of my life.
That's not even like a it's
Yeah, that's just cool.
I need to promote this movie, but I'm
Well, we've got a movie to make.
There's a question: can Brad and Ryan 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon themselves? We can. We can. Honestly, because
Snob movie.
we all act.
Steve Martin, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, that's the quickest route.
Yeah, we all acted in Snob movie with Zach. So yes.
Because I'm only 2 degrees away, so by proxy, you're all 3 degrees away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, we're shockingly close, actually. So.
Your entertainment is not more important than my family.
No. Sorry.
My entertainment? No. Will I ever finish Hillary's America?
No.
Well, no, because what's the point? It's not going to come true. Is Sarah in Jesus Bro? Yes.
Sarah is in Jesus Bro. Yes, she does have a cameo.
Yes.
And it's fun. It's a good one. I think you'll like it.
Very good cameo.
As the bro.
As the bro. She's the bro.
in Jesus Bro.
We shot a scene with Jillian earlier, too.
That's right, we did.
Yeah,
She gets to make an appearance, too. And it's fun having her back, too. So. Stardust, bro. Approved.
I like that. Should we say our goodbyes?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
But that is a valid question, though. I want to answer that one before we end. This is a good place to end. Who would win in a fight, Bruce Campbell or Kurt Russell?
Oh.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah. It depends on the characters you
that's the
imagine.
character too. Yeah.
Like, if you have
Think
Ash
Bruce
versus,
Ash,
like,
yeah.
Jack Burton, I think Ash might win.
Yeah.
But if you have R.J. McCready versus anybody...
Oh.
Or like if it was Ash versus Snake. Snake would win that.
Captain Ron versus his character from Serving Sarah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go home and hold the baby.
I'm going to go home and sleep with my wife.
I'll go to my hotel room.
That's right.
Thanks a million for watching, guys.
Thank you, guys, and thanks for donating.
Yeah, thanks for the donations. And if you missed anything from earlier in the stream, it's going up on YouTube. Once
Sweet.
It's
Nice.
That's right.
yeah.
So my robot laugh will be in there. Somehow.
Exactly.
There you go. All right.
See ya.
Good night, guys. Good night, Allison.
Da, 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 da.